Yo! Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. I was so excited and I was trying to get on so quick to get live. I didn't open Diablo 2. So now we just got a black screen. What is going on, everybody? It's getting going though. Welcome in. Smolps, Brad, Munkles, what is going on? Cody, D2R, DGen, what is up? Ethereal Tails my next. I guarantee it. On a rush, Brad, Piddle, Werewolf Gaming, Phil's actual mom. What's going on, mom? What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Monday morning. Everflames, Detractor Blue, yo. The last couple of things. I'm missing a few things here. We got the Twitch chat pop out, shout out, Sedated Bobcat, and it's seeming a little quiet around here, isn't it? Isn't it just seeming a tad quiet around here? I think so. Oh, it didn't start. Gotta wait for it to come in and hit. Oh. All right, where were we here? Do I need to bring anything over? I don't know. Brandon, yeah, anyone hop in here a little bit recently, you gotta check out the clip. I did, in fact, get myself. Yeah. Out of my sweet little coffee mug. Anyone who doesn't know, this adds 25% magic find to your gameplay while drinking out of one. Hashtag facts. Hashtag science. Time to start a fresh grail. Maybe. It's been crossing my mind. The way my channel scheduling works and everything, So I'm like halfway into runs for a Drop Alley video. So, you know, I'm going to finish up these runs. Hey, magic finding's never a bad thing, am I right? So, Asui, yo, welcome in. So we'll rip these here and, yeah. A few more days. I'll have to decide. I had a lot of stuff that I kind of had been pushing off for, like, not really a great reason. I just haven't been doing it. It's maybe not the best, it's not the best stuff for me, like making videos from it. But maybe I'll have to, you know, I'll try it out. And I know not everyone's going to be happy with everything that I ever choose to do, but I want to practice like speed running a little bit more, of course. AKA, speed running is just playing through the game. So it's not really like anything crazy. People want to see playthroughs, but then they get mad if I say I'm speed running. So let's just say this. I'm going to do some playthroughs and I'm going to try to go quick. And then I also have been meaning to retry Diablo 3, which is not everyone's cup of tea. I played it for the first month it came out and then never played it again. Come on, you can, Durga, you can do it. Good. I haven't played it since the first month after it came out, and I just want to try it again to see how it is now, because I've heard it's like very much different than when it first launched. So, Grail all green items. All green items. It's like all set pieces. I've had all set pieces for I found those a long time ago. If that's what you mean. I found all sets a long time ago. I found every rune a long time ago. I thought about trying to make every rune word. See what I have for runes and make all the rune words I can, and then maybe I could just take a glance at it and see what it is, and maybe I could just blast LK for like a week and make every rune word or something, but I'm not sure.
Let's go. Hype.
Yo, Brad, thank you for the 47 months of Slayership. Appreciate ya. I think the music was a tad loud for some reason. Maybe that's what's been going on lately. I lowered the music a little bit. I think it's still at a good volume. Because I was wondering, I'm like, why does it seem like the game's quieter and the text to chat's quieter? I think whenever my internet browsers get an update, it resets what I have the volume set to. Messes everything up. Playing my music through it. Typical thing. I swear, updates for anything on a computer just makes everything worse. 100% of the time. Evan says, D3 more arcadey. Yeah, I know it's not going to be exactly like Diablo 2, and probably not even remarkably like Diablo 2. But I think I could have fun, you know, playing through it once or twice, you know what I mean? it's, you know, people, it's just, not everyone's always going to like every game that I ever try or every idea I have for something I want to do on my streams or whatever. Oh, not bad. If that was 37, like 30 fire res with a 7 hit recovery could be better there, but doubled up on that's not too bad. Kind of interesting from Easy Andy. Why couldn't that be just a tad better on the jabs? Plus, I gotta make sure. I want to play Mosaic Assassin pretty soon. A lot of people just went, what? I got you, me. I got you, me. I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't get around to it yet. Anytime I see him, I do identify the class-specific Amazon Javelins when I see him. Viv hitting anyone who didn't see it. You can bookmark her there or whatever. Check out the legendary. Here's my drop. Perfect amount of scrolls to identify to ID what I found here. I need to remember to go back to the whatchamacallit. Brandon said he's a fan of the wizard in D3, not a fan of the other things. Okay. Yeah, Brad's like whiplash to the screen real quick just to see me being like, I'm totally gonna play Mosaic. Bing! Amulete. No good. Few different opinions here apparently on the some people say Witch Doctor was fun, everything else is meh. Wizard was fun, everything else is meh. Monk was fun, everything else is meh. So everybody just liked one character and never played any other one. But they're all different though. Everyone played different characters. That's interesting. I'm gonna go with the Barbarian. Evan's working on a Fury Druid. Favorite class, huh? Yeah, Fury's cool. Fury's cool. In D2, I don't even know how you could like technically, I guess my favorite is Nova, but it's not like, oh, that's my favorite. Like, this is so crazy great. Like, there's so many classes that I like playing. I don't even know how you'd pick one really. Like, oh, it's a Gajeeds. Gajeeds, do it. Okay, that's actually really good rolled. 146 is high there. 14 is one off. 37 is just a couple off. That's a pretty good rolled Geeds right there. Or, I mean, Gajeeds. I didn't mean to pronounce it wrong. Just kidding. Just kidding. Do I want to keep this? It's all pretty high on everything. I don't think so. I got so many. Cody, yo! Crazy generous. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted YouTube Slayerships. Thank you so much, Cody. Cody H. Let's see, Galtonator talking about, I think making every rune word, it's easy to get the runes online, just trade perfect amethyst. Yeah, single player is definitely harder, for sure. Or maybe, actually, you guys were talking back and forth. Maybe you guys were talking about something else. I may have missed the context there. Viv said you've been clearing out some toxic comments. It's almost a good thing. I also hate seeing them. I trust your judgment, of course. But it's almost a good thing because that means that YouTube is showing my video to people who don't normally watch my videos. So I just need to. It's one of the things that I do struggle with is people like telling me how stupid I am and telling me I need to unalive myself because I misspoke or something. And like I said, the breakpoint was 102 FCR instead of 104 or something. But realistically, I need to remember that means that YouTube's showing my video to new people, and that's a good thing. But I appreciate you, Bill. I'm more of just talking myself up right now, really. The stuff I was just saying there. Theta Gains, welcome in. Fellas. Going Hobbit. I love Hobbits. Been a long time. Love to stream. Motivate me my own journey. Cool. Best of luck on your journey there. Hopefully many of exactly what you're looking for is good old steel carapace. 130 strength acquired. Battle belt. That's like Whitman's guard. Tal's belt. Maiden jabs. We'll check them. Explodies. Next time. Is it Jeeds or Geeds or Gajeeds? It's definitely Gajeeds for sure. It can be whatever you decide it to be. T might print it. It's not Printer Friday. Wait, I don't have Printer Friday anywhere, do I? Did I set the thing up wrong? No. Yeah, it's not Printer Friday. Don't say that nowhere. Okay. Someone just confused or joking around. I wasn't sure. Sometimes I can set the stream up wrong because I make mistakes here and there. So. Oh, little Scourge Rooney. Come on. Storm Lash. Oh, Horizon Tornado. Tornadoes shooting out. Frenzy, maybe. Double tornadoes everywhere. Could be interesting. You're trying to make stuff up. How fast is this item? Isn't this pretty fast? I wonder if you put that on a Fury Druid and then maxed out all the synergies for Tornado, because you'd be shooting them super fast. Kind of like you could do with a Windhammer, but like you'd attack faster because you have this, maybe. I guess you can put increased attack speed all over the place, so. Revenge on the Llama Quiz. I don't know that I'll ever get Revenge on Cooley in the Llama Quiz, but I'll do them once in a while. It depends what's going on. There was one week Llama's kids were sick, and then I think maybe they asked real quick about last week. I don't remember what happened, but I've been, holidays busy already, and stuff. Specifically Friday, if it was on like Monday at like this time, I could do it every week. But being on a Friday, that makes it real tough. But I try to make sure I squeeze it in. Doing it once in a while. Fun times with those guys. What's the mission now? Well, today specifically is find 6 stuff. Not necessarily an exact target of one thing or whatever. I don't know. I might take a month or 2 off of like challenge, you know what I mean? Like, here's the Holy Grail, we're doing it, I might try a different game here and there. Maybe not focus as hard on individual tasks as much as, still on the channel and making YouTube videos and streaming and stuff, but I mean, like, just not like I'm doing a Holy Grail, we're blasting it, Yeah, Munko's film mistake, no way. Shared my stream with fellow gamers. What a legend. What a legend. Appreciate you, hobbits. Loving hobbits. That's actually a huge way you can, because obviously if you have friends that know more about who likes Diablo 2 than like the YouTube algorithm or something, so that's actually a huge thing to help out. Free man now. Sort of. Marty says, come play PD2. Maybe. It did cross my mind. So obviously PD2, they make so many changes every season and stuff like that. I don't exactly know how it is now, but when I stop playing PD2 like permanently, I don't know if it's like this now, but you get through the game, you get leveled up, and you start doing the maps, and you just like fly through the maps, and you're just like click, 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 and you just have to click one button and it just nukes everything in the whole game. And that's how like every character was. I don't know if it's still like that or not, but course, here I am just blasting Andara, so. Ogre reacts. KC, welcome in. Burr is definitely pronounced Burr, not Burr. Hot Pocket, I don't get it. I just joking. Yeah, definitely Burr, not Burr, for sure. Start a new character. I made a Nova Sork. I'm struggling on Hell Players 8. You have everything. No, if you have everything in your Nova Sork on P8 in Hell difficulty, like you have all the best endgame gear and stuff, everything should be melting. So, oh, check that real quick. I mean, I would guess I would have to say, are you not able to kill stuff, or are you not able to stay alive? Which one is your main problem? Congrats on the might. The meme can finally be put to an end. Right? Boy, the craziest thing is how, I don't know about how quick necessarily, but I feel like the first, oh my gosh. I should have just chugged another potion. I don't know what, I was like, this is what happens. I go, oh, I only need to shoot one more fireball. And then the fireball doesn't quite get off before I get taken out. That's all right. It's not that big a deal. Look at face. Look at all darkened in shame. No. Oh, you have everything that's the best, but you have no call to arms. Okay, so you have to get a call to arms. You don't have to get a call to arms, but are you? White Choco, you're not staying alive. Did you put all your remaining points into energy and then max out energy shield and telekinesis? The telekinesis part is very important, by the way. So like, if you should be like 85 or higher and have 20 into energy shield and into telekinesis. And you want an insight on your mercenary, 100%. So if you have like lesser gear, maybe you're like Crescent Moon, Spirit Shield. Maybe you don't have a Griffin's either and stuff like that. It's gonna be a little bit harder to kill stuff. Maybe you can't do P8, but yeah, doesn't sound like you quite have everything. But okay, Reaper's Toll. Reaper's Toll. There we go. Oh. Ghost Dragon said Andy got you like that once. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to hit so hard. It took away all of my life. I dropped down to like 100. I chugged a full rejuve. And then she hit me again, dropped me down to like 100 life again. I chugged another full rejuve. And then she hit me again, and I was like, okay, she is one hit away from being toast. I'm going to get her. Like, this is what I thought in my head real quick. And my sorcerer's like, ah. Whoops. So yeah, Choco, for the Energy Shield Nova Sork to be like the best, you pretty much want like an infinity with a low strength requirement on your character. So you check out on my channel, check out any of the Nova Sork build guides. That's the best thing I can tell you, because there's a bunch of little things that are kind of simple, but they add up, you know. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's see, D4 releases at 11:30 p.m. You'd be asleep in your chair for sure. Did I miss something there? I think I missed something. They've seen Paladin hype intensified. It's supposed to be an announcement for D4. I did see something, maybe Riker had a video like, oh, Paladin ad or something, you know. I feel like they've been talking about Paladin ad for D4 for like, I don't know, 6 months after the game came out. talking about UKC. Gotcha, gotcha. A couple people talking about Marty, KC talking about Path of Exile 2. Yeah, one of the ones I never got around to. All y'all seem to love that game though, huh? Raging spam. I don't know if I shouted you out yet, but yeah, appreciate the congrats. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and anyone else about congratulating me on the chills, I appreciate you. I did go through like a ton of the comments. My phone at some point it was like late at night. I was like scrolling down, reading everybody's comment and like hearting them as I went after I read them. And then at some point my phone like stopped loading because there was so many comments. I didn't even look and see. I meant to go look and see how many there was, but it was like 11:30 last night, and I was like, ugh, you know. The dumbest place you can think of to find Haas? Nightmare Swampy Pit. I think you can find it that early anyways. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Nightmare Andy can drop Haas. So I figured that maybe just slightly before that you could. Earlier in Act 3 maybe? If not, I would say Hell difficulty the whole. I guess. We got a clip from Finding It. I put it up yesterday on my channel. And there actually is a clip on Twitch if you want to check that out too. If someone clipped it, I mean. Lower Kuros log. Nice. Why do I feel like I might have found Haas from a log in Lower Kuros before? I don't know why. Maybe I'm just making stuff up in my head. 350 comments? Ooh. Legendary. Spam. Yo! Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 2 months. Appreciate you. Time for a new grail. It's crossing my mind. I'm not starting a new grail tomorrow or anything. I'm gonna finish up these like sets of runs I was doing for my drop rally video. Kind of a staple on my channel, and then I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh, poor guy. Maybe sometime in the new year. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe once I get so good at speedrunning, I start taking all of Kano's records and Llama and 307, I think is the other. Who's that other? 307X or something? I forget. I forget what numbers his name is. I forget now. 301. Once I take all of their records, you know, maybe I'll come back to Holy Grail. Dino game time. Yeah, don't forget, good point Dino has there. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the stream for me on YouTube anyways. Appreciate ya. Old Vumbraces. They got some speedy runs, yeah. Yeah. It doesn't even make sense. I watch them and I'm like, oh, this all makes sense. And then I try to do it and I'm like, why did it take me twice as long to get to the end of Act 1 when I did the exact same thing they did? Like every little thing like along. Oh, hold up. Oh my gosh. Did you see how beautiful that was? The literal most beautiful rune in the game. The Lem rune. Oh yeah, Christmas does come early. Zero. Appreciate you for the congratulations. Anything else over here? Check real quick. Yeah, spam. I still search for those OG items. I didn't used to, but then I started to kind of semi recently. I got to cube these all up together. Cube these up too. This whole page of runes are extra runes that I've found too many of. Whoops. Whoops. Green Bone Wand? I think that's Sanders. It's got like 20 FCR. It's a super low level. It's like required level 6 to use. Super cool if you find it in like Act 1 of normal or something, but... Are there any console D2 players? Yeah, there's some around, for sure. I get people asking me all the time, like, hey, that unlimited respec, can you do it on console? So there's got to be people around playing console for sure. Smolp's a console player. I thought you switched to PC, Smolps. You leading people on? Thought you switched. Hokey Pokey, yo! Good morning. Appreciate you. GG on the Tyraels, you say? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got PC, see? When's the last time you played console? Oh, you do play mostly PS5, gotcha, okay. I got you. Almost called you out there, almost got you. But you win again. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, to be honest. Trying to be funny, don't know if it's working. Bill the Growling Grailer. This is true, Krika. I am the only Grailer. That's for sure. Appreciate you, Larry. Appreciate you. Where were you? I need to make little, you know, there's like those, they would just do the letters of it. Where were WWYWSP FHT? Where were you when Sweet Phil found his Tyraels mic? Say a thing. Whatever. We're gonna get a 222? A 222? No. I didn't see that Belrog blade sitting there. I want to pick that up. Fricka, I did find it recently. This is true. Marty, that's not nice. Some people don't want to buy a $1,500 computer to play Diablo 2, so. And they already have the console laying around. Yeah, there you go, Theta. Exactly. Yeah, the one good thing about if hypothetically I had a console and I did, like, I could have my console on the TV upstairs and then, like, because now if I want to do anything, want to play Diablo 2 or something, I have to go down to my basement by myself, you know. But, like, I could sit on the couch and, like, my daughter could be playing and my wife could be doing something over, you know, in the table in the dining room or something, and, you know, like, I could be, like, with my family instead of just, like, locked in the dungeon. Oh, well. Or sometimes it's better to be locked in the dungeon. P7 undertow. It's microscopically better than players 3 on the drop rate, so for TZ and Dara at high level specifically, so as long as the dungeon has D2, right? I guess. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd choose the family over Diablo 2, but where's the speedruns though? A different day. A different day. And yeah, I'm not going to permanently switch my channel or anything, but I think I might try to start adding in a little bit of variety here and there. The only thing is I got to figure out how to do it, because I really don't want to, like, let's say hypothetically I wanted to play, like, Skyrim or something. Like, I have Skyrim on Xbox One or whatever. Like, I don't want to buy it again. So I think I might have to get like a $15 capture card or something and maneuver my setup around to, like, play on a TV, but then have, like, you know, buy my computer or something. I don't know. I guess I could just buy Skyrim again. I don't know. Hey, you can write it off. Gold Quest? Don't know what that... Not sure what that is. What am I doing after I finish my grill? Danny. I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of other things, I suppose. I'm not 100% sure. We'll figure it out. I heard is D2 greater than... D2 fam greater than all. Is that what you heard? Arc Raiders? I've literally never heard of it. Arc Raiders, never heard of it. Yeah, the thing is I'm not really much of a true... I'm not much of a true gamer. I am just some jag, just a guy who plays Diablo 2, so... 7 keys of terror in a row, says Chandler from the Countess. Oh my. That's what dreams are made of. Best rock guy playing D2R? Yeah, that's gotta be true. Unsub when D3 starts? Well, you can unsub then and then subscribe back up, I guess. That's fine. Don't take my name. I didn't see you there. That's funny. The Jag, just the guy. I know YouTube has free movies. Yeah, I do, yeah. I always think about, oh, maybe I'll just watch those, you know, they're like old movies, you know, like movies from like the 80s and stuff. I always think about, oh, I should watch this stuff. I never do. I mean, who has time to sit down and watch a whole movie? But the thing is, actually, those older movies, you're like, oh, I'm going to sit down and watch a whole movie. And then you look and it's like 78 minutes long. And you're like, oh, because every episode of like Stranger Things is like an hour and 32 minutes. But a movie, oh gosh, a movie's so long. I don't have time to sit down and watch a whole movie. Like 9 episodes of Stranger Things. You're like, you know. But yeah, I just never end up watching them, really. Watch Congo. Interesting. Congo. I mean, there's so many movies. I mean, I guess I couldn't possibly know them all, but I wonder. I should check if they have any of the. Anyone in here big fans of the Toxic Avenger? Or is that just me? Stranger Things fan? Kind of. The newer seasons are a bit interesting. I don't know if the newest seasons are my favorite, but man, the first season was crazy. And the second season was pretty good too, like right up there. And then they're like huge special effects, you know, this and that, but I don't know if they're really as good as the first season or two, but not to mention they're so spread out. Like these kids are like 30 now, so it's like no spoilers. So I haven't seen the new season, so Thor Jitsu, thanks for watching the vids and stuff. Welcome in, by the way. Didn't you find TM 3 days ago? Something like that. Something like that. That Warpike is gooder. Warpike. Is that Steel Pillar? Yeah, I think actually that is a TC-87, isn't it? I think my eyes glazed over. I didn't see it. Sometimes I get thinking about what I'm saying, and I don't see what's on the screen. Goltonator misses those 85-minute movies. Yeah, it's one of those things. I guess I kind of knew it, didn't realize it till my daughter's like, oh, I don't want to watch a movie. They're so long and boring. And then you realize that she'll sit down and watch the same episode of, like, I don't know, Gabby's Dollhouse on repeat over and over again, you know? Literally the same episode. Like, I'll be like, hey, babe, I gotta go stream. Like, you're watching your show? Okay. And I'll stop streaming 3 hours later. I'll go up there and she's watching the same episode she was watching 3 hours ago. She watched the whole series all the way through and she's starting it over again. Can't watch the cartoon version of Little Mermaid, though, because it's, you know, 84 minutes.
I found out that Tyraels doesn't count until you find the second one. The Grail continues.
It doesn't count! Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. No one told me that. Thanks to 100 bits race. Oh, little double unique ring drop, huh? Manald and Nagel. Thank you, Sam. Yo!
$2.69 through Super Chat.
Tyraels and Lions win.
Congrats on Tyraels and on the Lions win.
Yeah.
There down arrow.
Oh. Oh, Rainfrost, at least that. Thank you for the $2.69 Super Chat. Yeah, legend. Oh yeah. All Out Style, welcome in. Marty, Gary movie on TV, mainstream news. Yeah, stay away from that. The other day I was watching football and they like, we're jumping in for a special report or whatever on like the local news channel. I'm like, come on. And they're like, on the east side of Detroit, 2 people were shot and killed and then another person was shot. On the west side, someone was stabbed in the leg. Person still at large. I'm like, oh my God. Puff ass. Welcome in. So Neil says he thinks Tyraels on a cold sorceress would be pretty good. I don't know. It's not really super great on anything though, is it? But you can kind of shoehorn it into some different builds, I suppose. What was I looking for? Am I missing something? I knew it. I knew something was wrong. Something that good. That's the only problem, like with P7, you get too much of all this stuff around. With stabbed in Detroit, who would have thunk? I mean, people don't really get stabbed that often in Detroit. I'm gonna be honest. Bill police scanner page on Facebook. Nah. Hard pass. Stay away from those things. Those, like, if you really want to, like, mess yourself up in the head, you follow those Facebook pages where all it does is report any of the crime that happens all the time. So you'd believe there's actually crime happening everywhere all the time, but really, go back like 30 years ago and every crime statistic is like a third of what it used to be. You just didn't hear about it. So now we have these wonderful algorithms on Facebook to tell you all about it. A niche to be built in Detroit. Stabbers. I cannot recommend that course of action. Hello, Septum. Yeah, so I'm pretty positive. I mean, obviously, I would say search engine it, look it up, but I'm pretty positive if you get any of the bases in normal difficulty that can get 4 sockets or higher, that if you get it from normal cows, it can only get 4 sockets, I think, because of the level. But yeah, that's definitely something I would look up. But also, I will be honest, that's something I would pretty much never recommend somebody do. just because 4-socketed pole arms of a generic type, like a whatever, they're like so easy to find relative, so I wouldn't use a socket quest on it, but did you play PD2? I played the first 3 seasons that PD2 had after it launched. I have not played it since. I think it got worse every season personally, but I haven't played it since then. Really, the first and second season of PD2 were like the best, and then the third one I liked way less than the other ones, and then I think I like did the playthrough on the 4th maybe, and then I was like, yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, my apologies, I still got a little bit of a runny nose going on. And speaking of a little bit of runny nose going on, make sure you guys hit the like button on YouTube. That's when in the industry we call that a segue. It's a good one. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do you miss D1? I did not play D1 when I was a kid at all. I played Diablo 2 first, and I didn't get Diablo 2 until after the expansion came out. I played it a tiny bit at a friend's house before the expansion came out, but I didn't get it till after the expansion came out. I played Diablo 1 like a year or two ago on stream for like a week or two. How many mules do I have for the full Holy Grail? When I did my Holy Grail, I did not keep every single item, like every torch of Hero and, you know, whatever, Kelpie snare and, you know, stuff. Like, I didn't keep every single garbage item that nobody wants, you know. I would just check it off when I found it. Welcome in, Robbie. Ray said he saves every item, and he says he's got like 30 mules. Nice. Yeah, even though I don't save everything, I probably have about half as many as that. I still have a lot of the stuff. Even after can't resist TZ Andy after finishing the Grail. Well, I still want to do like a drop highlight video, so I'll do this, and then I got that assassin I've been rocking. I'll keep doing that. So, but yeah, there's different programs, apps for your phone, apps for your computer, websites and stuff where it has it all in there. Like you just start typing TY, Tyraels, and then boom, it pops up a Tyraels Might. You check it off, you found it, you know. There's even I don't know if you've seen anybody else, but there's even a Grail tracker that'll link with your game. So when you find a Holy Grail item, it'll go, it'll be like bing, and it checks it off for you automatically and stuff like that. So Viv says physical Holy Grail is crazy to you. It's really, now that where I'm at, it really wouldn't have made that much of a difference. I just didn't want to spend the time like searching around for the items. Because ooh, there's 2 rings again. How about that? Let me check this real quick. One of them's got to be good, right? No. When I did it the first time on my, in LOD, I didn't finish it, but I got a good way into it. I kept every item. And then I, it's so hard to find the things I'm looking for, and just, I don't know, I was just like, I don't want to keep transferring this stuff, oh, my merc's gone, can't find it here, can't find it there. Oh, he's got you know why my mercenary's probably dying? Hold on. Oh, he does have the gear on. I was gonna say he probably has no gear on. Yeah, and I didn't feel like there was really any reason, like, was really like the official Holy Grail service gonna come over to my house and be like, all right, we're auditing your Holy Grail, let's see if you officially finished it or not for real. Like, I mean, he does Holy Grail with pen and paper. You write it down, huh? Nice. Donut Head, appreciate you. Ever find a cruel Ogre Axe of Merciless again? I'm looking for the cruel Ogre Axe of Quickness. That's the one I'm really going for, but I find here and there around. I haven't found exactly what I'm looking for, but it's kind of just a goof item anyway, so. Ain't I the Holy Grail Police? Well, that's the thing, Smulps. They hold me to even a higher standard because like I'm an official Holy Grail ambassador, so they're gonna make sure I really cross my I's and dot my T's and stuff, you know what I mean? Wait a second. Oh, got 3 sockets on her at least. I don't remember how this exact rolls, but Tomb Reaper's got some uses around there. Very fast attack speed. 74 magic find. Ooh. Oh yeah. Like that. Oh. The quality of life adds on trusted sites. I don't know. I don't know exactly which one you guys were talking about there. I missed part of the conversation. My bad. But they're on Twitch. I mean, honestly, if you find a content creator that, you know, hey, I went to this exact site and downloaded this. A lot of it's just on like GitHub and stuff for a lot of stuff. So. But if you see like Llama has a video, hey, this is what I'm using to do this and that, like I would look up that kind of stuff, and you go to where whoever got it went to go get it, and you should be fine. Probably couldn't use a tracker for console. I mean, you can use there's a tracker for your cell phone. That's a lot of people say they use that one. Probably just because it's, you know, like, don't you guys have phones? But a lot of people say they use there's an app for your phone. I feel like there was an app that people were telling me about that it has a Holy Grail tracker on it. It has all the FCR breakpoints. You can look up all the cube recipes, and it has like all the Diablo 2 information on it too. Tomb of Diablo 2 or something. Is that the one? I don't remember, but yeah, there's 50, probably 50 different websites, so you can just use, you know. Never dot your T's across your I's. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Oh, a little facet. All right. All right. 5-5. I just assumed it was going to be like 3-4 because usually they're never 5-5. Usually. Love to see it. The big dub. Good story. Oh, actually, hold on. I got to look at this real quick. I had a phone call, and then I just realized I might have wanted to answer that. Gotta look at something just super quick. I'm expecting a package that I'm gonna have to sign for. I gotta kind of pay attention over the next couple of days. I don't know when's this gonna be here. One quick. This is super enthralling stream right now. I know. Oh, we got time. We got time. Next grail is 5/5 facet for every facet. Well, I mean, I definitely have found a 5/5 facet for every type already. For sure. Just don't have like a ton of them for every type. I'm sure I have a 5/5 level up and die of every type probably at this point. So, sure, last uses an app for his iPad for the Holy Grail tracker. Gotcha. Yeah, they got them for everything nowadays. So, hello from Belarus. Oh boy, sorry, I can't read your name at all. So, but welcome in. Oh, double facets in a row here. Okay. Both fire, not quite 5/5, but I mean, at least you got the minus on there, so. Okay, Merc about to be toast. Rust Bang. Terrorize, he could drop some great. Marty says, after 3 years, I hope you found all 5/5 facets of each type, at least one. Yeah. 3 years and 10 months, actually. So. That's what's crazy, that it was, I had every single item in the game except for Tyraels Might after 1 year and 10 months. Or maybe even a little less than that. Because I looked up, I don't know, you remember seeing it in the video. So it took me less time to find every other item in the game than it took me to get Tyraels Might. And that includes playing through the game, like full playthroughs, and leveling characters up to over 90 with every character. And two of them were sorceresses. So out of 7 characters, I did 8 playthroughs and leveled up to the mid 90s with 8 different characters, and found every unique except for Tyraels Might. And it took me 2 months longer to find just Tyraels Might, when I could have actually found Tyraels Might the entire time I found everything else too. Pretty crazy. Some crazy luck, I guess. Ooh, man. Some good taste in water right now. I must be a little dehydrated. A little Vegeta reference. Nice. Smoked orb. Rare orbs I usually don't pick up in ID much anymore, but yeah, Biv, I seen that comment. It's funny that we joked about that on stream, and then somebody actually hopped into like troll like that. That's just kind of funny. The thing is too, is it could have just been like, the person could have been very serious, but they also could have just been joking too. Like, you can never tell, you know, through text on, you know, sarcasm does not come through text at all. So, are facets like Sunders? I don't know what level you really need to have the monster to be to drop a facet, but no, it's not like, they're not like Sunders. No, you don't have to beat the game. But you probably have to be in hell difficulty, or I don't know, maybe like Nightmare Diablo and Nightmare Bale can drop facets, but I don't know what level you can start finding them at. But you do not have to beat hell, no. Jordan says, I can always tell with you. Not always, not always. Sometimes, especially if because I try to read real quick, and there's like 7 different Jordans that hop in here, like depending on the day. So if I don't read your last name or remember, you know, sometimes it's tough to keep everything straight. I try to make sure I read everybody's comment and respond and stuff, and then I lose track, and then I don't realize. But yeah. Oh! Never believe anything Jordan Teague says. Got it. Say it again, so you watch me in text to speech, so you got the stream muted, but you have it like text to speech, and then like translated into whatever language you speak. That's legendary. Hopefully it translates me correct. Danny, I don't fully understand what you say there about the 2 Ethereal Templars. It is pretty crazy though that I found 2 Ethereal Templars before finding Tyraels, because I forget because this is something that when I was talking to Llama on one of the trivias or whatever, he said it was like 5 times or 10 times more rare to find an Ethereal Templars than it was to find a Tyraels or something. 8 times, 10 times, I forget what exactly it was, so. Crazy. Except for how trash the Colts are. Boy, poor Colts. Poor Daniel Jones. He picks that team up on his shoulders, carries them, brings them back from the dead, breaks his foot or something, plays through with a broken foot, and while playing with like a broken right foot or a broken right knee or something, a stress fracture in his knee, he tears his Achilles on his other leg. Like, jeez, bro. That stinks. Never like seeing a guy who's never had any problems in the league, just like he was playing and he seemed good. They gave him a huge contract in New York, and then he wasn't any good. Bounced around from teams and started doing good again. Never heard anything bad about the guy. And then that happens. Devastating. Help from JT. Ooh, little mermaid on Greaves. Yeah. Good old Shadow Dancers. I feel like those can get 2 on the Shadow Disciplines. Not that that's a huge deal breaker. Like, can't use them if they only got 1, but pretty rare. Boot. Yeah. JT is definitely good, but what was the team last year when JT was there, you know? Or the year before that when JT was there, you know? Appreciate you, Marty, for answering Derek's question there. I didn't get to it fast enough. Appreciate you. Fastest quality level 85. Gotcha, Marty. Arcane Sanctuary. All right, we'll hop to the traps in here. I'm not sure that is a great area for a lightning trap assassin. I feel like we went and did it before. And I don't know, we'll see what's up. Oh yeah. I don't have telekinesis on my assassin here, I forgot. Let's see, how do you play this again? These are lightning. Oh no, those are lightning. This one is the death one. Okay. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. I don't remember what my hotkeys are on this, so. Gorilla, I don't think it's a 5% chance for the base to be ethereal. I think isn't it 1 in 9? Isn't it like a 12.5% chance of the base being ethereal? Or wait, it is 23, isn't it? It's 1 out of 23 or 22 or something. So roughly 5, close enough for. Yeah, there's something though. Let's see. I'm trying to think this through live here, so don't attack me. Because Tyraels is like 4 times more common, oh no, Tyraels 1 in 9 is the unique chance of a unique sacred armor being Templars. That's what it is. Yeah, got my numbers mixed up on accident. Yeah, Phil doing math. Yeah, we're in for a roller coaster here, fellas. Oh. Yeah, I just got it mixed up on accident. Yeah, no, I'm not going to try to do the math. I'll take your word on it. Was that the first time I killed the summoner on this assassin? Nice. Level 95 assassin just completed the summoner quest. I got you, Danny. Yeah, crazy that I found everything, even the 2 ethereal Templars before Tyraels. True story. That's what I was thinking. Every time I would stream, I'd be like, man, it's been so long. I'm like bound to find it soon. But turns out that's not how probability works, huh? Lugo? Yo. Thank you for watching the videos, liking the content. Appreciate you. Oh boy, I got some real bad news for you guys too. Not that heartbreaking, but it is slightly for me, I should say. My fantasy football teams are toast. The one league I needed to win this week to make the playoffs, and because of bye weeks and stuff. Who puts bye weeks the last week of fantasy football anyways? But I had guys on bye weeks and all the injuries and stuff, so I had to start Adonai Mitchell, and he got like 5 points. I had Tony Pollard on my bench, putting up 35 or whatever it was. I had, yeah, Adonai Mitchell got like nothing because his quarterback got hurt. Of course he did. Bijan Robinson got like 7 points, while Tony Pollard on my bench got 30 something. Crazy. Just crazy. Oh well. The thing is, I started Cleveland defense too against Tennessee, and of course Tennessee just went crazy this week for absolutely no good reason. Crazy. I hear you, Gorilla. I hear you. I see you. Either way, super rare. Much more rare for Ethereal Templars than to find Tyraels, and I found 2 of those. I almost, at this point, it took so long for me to complete the Holy Grail. I really kind of sort of wish I was keeping track of like doing an Ethereal Grail, because I bet you any money, like the only Ethereal items I would have needed to find would be like maybe like Ethereal Schaefers and like Ethereal D-Web, and that's probably like it. Like, I have a lot of stuff like Ethereal Cranium Basher and like just you know, a lot of others like ethereal items. Like I probably found like everything, so Tennessee popped off. Yeah, unfortunate. Very unfortunate when you bench Pollard and start the defense against him. Oh well. Someone Games, appreciate you. Good old 9 dex. 9's the max, isn't it? With cold damage too, huh? So it's like max dex. Cold res is up there. Not quite perfect, but interesting. Roll on the Tyraels Might. I guess it wasn't good from what I hear. I think we looked it up, or not that it matters that much. Ethereal Azarath. Yeah, I got 10 of those. Actually, maybe even 20. So next is the Ethereal Grail. I would contemplate it if I had been keeping track the whole time at this point, if I had like 2 items left. But since I wasn't keeping track, you know, I can't just say like, oh, I'm pretty sure I found everything. So really all I have to find is Ethereal Schaefer's and I'm done. You know, like an Ethereal D-Web and I'm all, you know, you can't do that. Oh, a lot of stuff. I'm about to get taken out. Here, we'll check it this time. I don't always check them. The ones I pass on are probably the ones that would have been good. Home Sparrow, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ethereal Nightwings. I don't know if I found one of those, actually. I'd put that on the I don't remember list, but I might have. I don't really... I feel like maybe I'd remember Ethereal Nightwing, so maybe that's another one I didn't find. I don't know. But either way, I'm not gonna do that. Knowing my luck, if I did do an Ethereal Grail, it would take me like 7 years to find an Ethereal Templars. If I started over and did an Ethereal Grail. Oh boy, I don't even want to think about that. Gross. Yeah, we're sure you found Ethereal Templars. True. Well, that's, one of the things is I actually probably kept a lot of the super rare ethereal items because, you know, just because they're cool to have because they're so rare to find. That's what I have, the Ethereal Templars, and I have, you know, I don't know if I kept the things like Ethereal Windhammer and Ethereal Earthshifter. Other kind of stuff. You know, Ethereal Steel Pillar. Stuff like that, you know, stuff you would never really like use. And it's not like, I don't know. Small. No, I to be straight up, nowadays I don't really watch a ton of. I don't really watch any Diablo 2 like YouTube content or streams and stuff anymore nowadays. I feel like I can only devote so many hours a day to one specific video game. You know what I mean? Like when you're 4 to sometimes 8 or more hours a day on one video game, just not really watching more stuff, to be straight up. Big William, what is the goal now? Yep. I'm gonna do a little variety type stuff for a while, and then we'll decide. I may do another Grail, maybe. Maybe even I'll go absolutely crazy and do something that I said I'd never do, but no promise. Find another Tyraels Might. Yeah, that's the goal today. Probably for sure. So. This thing blasting on the lightning damage, my god. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. Couldn't figure out why my fire bombs weren't going off. Recommend to farm Cow King armor. You just pretty much use Blast Cows, Planet Masher. Because I know, like, technically the Cow King can't drop it anymore, but, I mean, all the other... I think every single cow has a really small chance of dropping the Cow King pieces. And then I think his minions have, like, nowadays, the highest odds of dropping it, so... You just blast all the cows as fast as you can and hope for the best. Timed TZ Andy only Grail. That did cross my mind too, but I don't know if I really want to just blast TZ Andy all the time, you know? That doesn't sound very fun. And it's kind of like, it's kind of interesting, kind of gimmicky. Llama already just did it not that long ago, so like, I don't know. Not that you can't do something someone else already did if it's something you want to do and you would enjoy. Like, more power to everybody who wants to do something that they enjoy, even if someone else did it. But I don't think I would enjoy it, and like, if I wouldn't enjoy it that much, Llama just did it, so like the interest in it isn't going to be, you know what I mean? So I don't think that's up my alley. See, Plenty said he'd been farming normal. Yeah, between normal, nightmare, and hell, I guess, so actually now that I think about it, I did hear this somewhere, I don't know where, but 2 of the pieces you have the best odds to find in normal difficulty, and one of them, nightmare. One of them you can't find in normal. I don't know which one it is. Maybe if that's the one you can't find, maybe that's the one. So if you're on offline single player, maybe even your best bet would just be blasting the Cow King and his minions. Just especially if you have a map like my if you ever watched the video I did, if you haven't seen it, about the could this be the new meta for farming, like terrorize Cow King, I have a map that's crazy where you could just blast the Cow King minions like every 40 seconds. You could be going to a new run, like I don't know how high their drop odds are relative to all the other cows, like if that would even be worth it, but for that particular thing. But yeah, that's a good point, Marty. TZ only, or Terrorized Andy only, Holy Grail speedrun. I'm not going to rule it out, but I would say probably not, maybe. I don't know. All runes and rune word Grail. I mean, I found all the runes already. So, I thought about looking at how many runes I have actually, Dublin, and I might even be able to make maybe all the rune words. But I feel like, isn't there... Don't you need a total of like 24 Jaw runes or something like that to make every rune word? Because there's so many high-level rune words that use Jaw or something like that. We talked about it one time on stream, like a long time ago, and obviously, to say I'm fuzzy on the details is an understatement, but what's going on here? Sometimes I also don't realize the traps are gone. Mess me all up. Only bosses, Grail? No, I don't think so. That was a little too niche for me. A little too hyper specific. I look more healthy now than I did a few days back. Well, yeah. That one day, I don't remember I don't even know why I felt so bad that day. Because I had been sick for like weeks. But I like tried streaming that one day, and then after like an hour, I was like, I can't hold it together anymore. Like, I feel so bad. And I just got off. I literally got off stream that one day that you're talking about, I believe, anyways. I got off stream, walked upstairs, laid down in bed, just passed right out instantly. Woke up 5 minutes after my daughter got out of school, and I pick her up from school every day. I woke up 5 minutes after she got out of school. I was like, ah! And I started walking up to the school, and she met me halfway. And she's like, I got out of school and I was confused, so I just started walking home. You know, I stood where we usually meet, and then I just, after a minute or two, I just kept walking home. I was like, good, because that's what you should do. Yeah, I felt bad. Sweathog, appreciate you. Hardcore 1 to Ubers. I definitely would not do 1 to Ubers. I absolutely despise doing Ubers. It's super boring, and I just hate it, really. I know a lot of other people do that stuff, but a lot of people do a lot of things that I think is really boring and annoying. So yeah, that definitely wouldn't happen. Hardcore. I don't like hardcore either, so you're combining two things that I really don't like, so I would say probably not. Tubby, shout out, I didn't see you up there. Welcome in. Barbarian Horker Grail. I mean, that was essentially the Holy Grail speedrun method before Terror Zones existed, so that was essentially what you did. You played through with the Barbarian, you ran lower Kuros till you could make Enigma, you ran it with a Barbarian, sprinting around as fast as you could, and then you just blast the pits until you find everything with a Zerker Barb. No Ubers, no hardcore, so I guess you like Mosaic then. I would say I'm more likely, and this isn't a shot at nobody, I'll just being honest here. I would be more likely to play a Mosaic Assassin than I would be to do a 1 to Ubers hardcore, like speedrun or whatever. Man, Ubers is just, it's just, ugh. Ubers is boring, but hardcore is really the coup de grace of me not liking it. I'm not sure if I use that word right, but it sounds cool. Sounds very cool. Pirate Run? I mean, Rastakhan, I would be more likely to do something like that. You say a pirate run, you can only use items that you get out of chests. I'm more likely to do something like that rather than a holy, or a hardcore. Late Mati, I think. Not 100% sure on what challenge I'm gonna do next or what, but all characters to 99 with a fresh account. I wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't do that as like the solo thing that I'm doing, because leveling is one of the boringest things ever. The thing now is though that since the drops in Terror Zones are the best, and the experience in Terror Zones are the best, and Terror Zones are just the best for everything all the time now. You kind of almost do that on accident if you just play only Terror Zones all the time, and if you only played the best builds all the time in only Terror Zones all the time, then it wouldn't really be that hard. But that also doesn't sound fun. I mean, I did get 3 characters to 99, I think it is, here on just by accident without even trying, so. I don't know. I guess that's another one I wouldn't say I would never do, but I mean, it's almost one that I wouldn't be super inclined to, like, that's what I want to do. Like, this sounds like something fun for me to do. Oof, Drake Fury up here a minute ago. I didn't get your comment too quickly here, unfortunately, sorry. But Tyrael Ormus, and of course, IDs it. Perfect Blizzard. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. guess the only good thing I would say is that I usually don't choose Ormus for a Blizzard Sorceress most of the time. I'm a big Enigma fan personally, just with the got a couple skills. I know you get you don't have the plus in the FCR, but all that magic find, all that strength, you know. I'm a large, big old Enigma fan. Dude, what we got here? 130 of y'all on YouTube, appreciate you. Wait a second. Why is there 130 people in here and there's only 67 likes in the stream? YouTube, what's going on there, YouTube? What's going on with that? Also, my legs are getting cold. I either need to walk on the treadmill or put some pants on, because I'm bottomless from the waist down. And the treadmill would warm my legs up. I was thinking about going to the gym later, so I don't know if I want to do the treadmill right now. Maybe I will. Don't be a poozy. What if I'm hate watching? I guess that's what the dislikes button for, huh? Interaction is interaction, I guess, right? Anyone use OLED monitor for D2R? I don't even know what kind mine is. It's probably not that though, because isn't that the super expensive kind? Scott T. Ethereal Tyraels. Hard pass. I hear those are hard to find. I hear. Hello, it's me. Congrats on the find. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see your magic find and other adventures. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know how much, but I do wanna mix in a little bit of maybe some other old school games I've been thinking. I didn't play it when it came out, but maybe I'll just drop the money. How much could it really cost, right? The remake of Oblivion would probably be pretty cool, and yeah. Try some other, you know, different old school games like that. Stuff I used to play, stuff like that. Path of Exile 2, probably not. Probably not. I probably wouldn't play a lot of these more modern games because, especially like more modern ARPGs, because there's so much stuff you have to like learn, and I don't want to have to spend 70 hours just learning how to do the skill tree, you know what I mean? Like reading through every one of like 250,000 nodes on this one particular character, just seeing which all ones, like which path out, you know, like, eh. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to walk on the treadmill here for a little bit. So give me one quick second. I know, sorry. Maybe not the most exciting thing. I better wait for the thing to go up because I'm pantsless, so I'll just check. I have shorts on. Diablo 1 Holy Grail? That actually crossed my mind, but I was like, I don't even know what that really means. You know? So. Like, I don't know how to accomplish that. I don't know how hard it would really be, you know? So, it'll just take like 30 seconds. I'll get my shoes on. I'll pull the treadmill out. We'll be rocking. By the way, anytime I say how long something's going to take, just double it. It's not in the right spot. I need to put marks on the ground so I know exactly where it's supposed to go. Did I ever put in a... Oh, I didn't put in a... Oh, there we go. I was sure. So if anybody's interested in the treadmill I get asked about it quite a bit. Exclamation walk. There's a link to the exact one I have, because sometimes for us dudes it can be hard to find one that works for you. Because you actually... I was shocked when I was looking for these. The amount of difference in the maximum weight allowed on it was shocking. Some of them are like maximum weight allowed 140, and I'm like, so it's only for children. Okay, cool. Like, play D1 to hell. This Puff. Yeah, D1 is weird. There's like, you can't play offline single player and have different difficulties. You can only play like the normal. So, and there was some, I tried getting the online to work, but playing it online is the only way you can get Nightmare and Hell difficulty or whatever. And it's like, I couldn't get it to work. So, Alex, yo! Thank you so much.
Donated $6.99 through Super Chat. Watching Phil takes me back to watching my older brother play free live D2. Frozen Orb Mech runs Rocking a Gull and 3 key Topaz Crown.
Nice. Legendary. 3 Topaz Crown. That's still the go-to beginning of ladder for sure. That's awesome. Appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. Glad you liked the stream. Glad you... Appreciate you. Locked. Is that... You're saying a mod for Diablo 1 is you're saying? That adds that stuff, but the game's exactly the same? Sounds pretty cool. D2 Classic Grail. I thought about that too, but honestly, I think the one time I played D2, the classic version, I think I found like a ton of all the uniques already. Because the main thing is there are no elite uniques, right? And it's super easy to gamble uniques in classic. Like you literally just have to... Isn't it like 1 out of 9 gambles is a unique item or something? So you just have to gamble a few times and you get everything, you know? So really the thing is you just run around and pick up armors, sell them for gold, and then gamble. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't there no class-specific uniques in original D2? So yeah. Yeah, no class-specific items at all. Yeah. So it's, you don't have any of those, all the uniques you can gamble them, and it's super easy to gamble uniques. Like, relative to what it should be, I feel. Whoa. Oh man, I did push day at the gym, and man, I really got after it for the chest bench, and I did a couple different flies variations, and ooh, gosh, I just didn't go to the gym for like 2 weeks, and now I'm like crazy sore again from working out. My legs were destroyed. A little disappointed in my pull day. I do push-pull legs. Anybody who exercises or anything, but my pull day I'm a little disappointed in because my legs were super sore after doing leg day. Then I did a pull day, and then I did a push day, but all my back muscles and stuff never got super sore like my chest is right now, and my triceps and stuff. So I don't know, I can never like activate my back real great. Unfortunately. I mean, I try all the little tricks, but like it really works. Thought I was getting after it. My lats maybe I got a little bit, but no exceptional or elite uniques, yeah. So what? I wonder what the rarest unique is in Classic D2. Is it like Silk of the Victor or something? This is the most uncommonly gotten unique. Kind of funny. Because my character on Classic, I didn't beat the game because I got to the Chaos Sanctuary eventually to where I was getting just absolutely annihilated by everything because I was a Whirlwind Barb. And if you die when you're in your whirlwinding thing, it crashes the game. So you have to go through the whole Chaos Sanctuary with Iron Maiden crashing you and never die. So it's like real hard. Yeah. Yeah, my character is it was full unique items because I just gambled everything, you know. And I found a bunch too, but so I had like Silk of the Victor, and I don't even remember what all I had, but I know I had Silk of the Victor because everyone talked about that one being the GOAT in the game. And I know a lot of the rare stuff people say it can be a lot better there, but not the stuff I found, I guess. Uniques back then were like the rune words today. Everyone, like, technically, like, other things can be better, but like rune words are just so what do you call it? More consistent to get than trying to find something that can be better, you know? Frosties were amazing. Yeah, I was doing a barb, so maybe they weren't as crazy. I don't know. The stats might have been different on them, though. I obviously don't remember things like that. Ore hunting said you've been running LK online. Oof. I don't recommend that, but each their own. Lots of lums, you say? Yeah. Lots of lums. LK online. Oof. Flies are best on the chest. Yeah, they did a cable. I did a cable and a bench version. Just to switch it up, you know. I mean, they're get a little different angle. Feels slightly different. More entertaining, I guess. The single arm barbell rows. Yeah, I don't really do those a lot. Anything where I have to bend over at all anymore, which makes it challenging to do back stuff sometimes. Something with one of the discs in my back, and I pinched a nerve a few years ago, and then I went to the gym after I thought it was healed and was doing bent over rows, and I pinched it again, and I almost died. Not literally, figuratively. I was in excruciating pain for a long time, couldn't work out for months again. Then I went back to the gym, and I wasn't going to do any more bent over stuff like that, but I did some seated rows, and because I was bent at the waist, the disc moved again and pinched my spinal cord again, and I couldn't work out for another 6 months again. So any exercise where I'm putting weight on my spine, I don't bend at the waist anymore because I can't risk, you know, I can't risk it again. So, I mean, I do squats, but that's because like you have to do something, right? Like I do like lat pull downs because that's like pulling your back in the opposite direction. So, but yeah, you can do some like supported stuff Yeah, where you lay on the thing with your chest and you can row that. Oh, that way. Man, just that motion right there. Oh, that hurts my chest because I'm so sore. Yeah, all us talking about our old. We're so old. Oh yeah, my back, my knees, my. Yeah, that's what's crazy how old we're getting. You know what I'm saying? My bowling team, one of the guys on my bowling team has got a knee replacement like a year ago. Jeez, bro. We old. And this guy too, he's like 51, I think, 52. Thickest, fullest head of hair you've ever seen. Crazy. This guy. I find it rude, actually, for people to be old and have lots of hair. Very rude. Are you walking? Yes, Crispy, just hopped on my treadmill here. Figured I was getting a little chilly, so I figured I'd warm up a little bit. Aren't you just like 25? About. Josh said he's eating sushi. Ugh. Gross. Hate that stuff. But Hog said Iron Maiden got removed. Oh yeah. If you're talking classic, like on here, when you said classic, or when people said classic, I was thinking of when I played my 1.03 patch playthrough, where it had. So if you bought the battle chest, and this is what I have, I actually still have it. I bought the battle chest right after D2R came out, or Diablo 2 LOD came out, I mean. So my disc is the original version of Diablo 2, but the disc they put with the 1.03 patch, which is the first patch that the game was actually like playable. There was literally like too many glitches before that for it to even like work right. And that's what I was thinking of when I said that. Not, I wasn't thinking of classic like on Resurrected here. I was thinking of the literal old version of D2. This classic on here isn't really like the classic game. Because like you said, it doesn't have the Iron Maiden. Lord DeSace doesn't do that pickpocket skill where he literally pulls potions out of your belt and throws them on the ground while you're fighting him. That is such a funny thing to happen, by the way. That is so hilarious to me. Jan Hansen, 58, huh? Young 58. Monty, I mean, solicit trades. I don't know. I don't think really nowadays anyone's really doing much trading playing online, so. Sweathog says you hit on every frame. That is true. When I played on the old school launch version of D2, though, the only problem was if you die while you're in the whirlwind animation, the game, your character falls down dead and then stands back up on top of your dead body, and your character has no gear on, and you're also frozen and locked in place on your body. So it's like you have to just exit, save and exit and reset. So if you're trying to clear the Chaos Sanctuary, you're whirlwinding, and then you get hit by Iron Maiden, and then while you're whirlwinding, boom, your life goes down, you die, and then it's over. Like, you're just done. So you literally have to like lure monsters away and fight them one by one, like literally, to get through the Chaos Sanctuary. It's incredibly bad. But yeah, I didn't, you know what, I should have realized that before, that when y'all were talking about classic, you meant classic on D2R, not what I was thinking about. Talos Septon, you did lacrosse in college, still shoulder problems. Yeah, luckily I don't think I really have any leftover injuries from, I just played high school sports. I didn't quite make it to college, I guess. Didn't commit myself enough, but I have no real residual effects, except I think this shoulder from playing baseball my whole life is like, my front of my shoulder muscles are so much stronger than the back, so this shoulder kind of dips in and forward. I need to strengthen up this back here more than it is. A lot, I think. I need to stretch the front here and work on the back a bunch. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Turned 31 yesterday. Jeez, kids in chat. Look at this, little children. A young 31-year-old child. Just a wee little one. Rest well, study well, eat, sleep plenty. Yeah. That's always good for you. All the good stuff. Your lefty, Phil? No, the camera's flipped. So this is my right shoulder over here. The camera's flipped, so when I identify items in my cube, the chat and myself are not in the way. If you can see the text is in reverse over here. So little did you know, huh? My whole stream is a lie. I've been lying to you all this whole time. Come on. No. Any benefit to playing classic? Actually, Pack. When you know that you ever see the people, Llama and the whole team that do the fastest playthrough on ladder whenever ladder resets, they play classic because you can skip Act 5. So Act 5 you need to kill the ancients, and then you have to be a certain level to get past that part. But on classic you don't have to do that. You can skip all of Act 5. So kind of. For the average person, it's mostly just for fun, right? Retro Nerd Life is talking about some of his high school wrestling injuries stuff. Yeah, unfortunate. Collarbone pops. Yeah, I do have a couple. I hurt my collarbone one time, but not from sports. It was actually, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I hurt it a little bit bench pressing, and it was kind of fine. And then I was at a friend's house, and they have a autistic son, and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna grab something from my car real quick." And then as soon as they stepped outside the door, like their son is, you know. He knew they were gone, so he instantly ran for the chips that they hide in the cupboard above the refrigerator. So I was like, oh no, and I heard the chair slide across the floor, so I knew I walked in the kitchen, and this 7-year-old kid was standing straight up and down on top of the refrigerator. And I was like, oh God. And so I reached up to grab him like this and pull him off, and I felt my shoulders like rip. Because he was way heavier than I thought he, you know. So that's how I tore my AC joint. I don't know the severity, but it definitely tore. I never went to the doctor, but 100% torn, like guaranteed. But never quite the same after that. But I don't know, things happen in life, whatever. I guess. Just kind of shocking that that's how it happened, sort of. More shocking than anything, right? All Tyraels fine. Yeah. I'm gonna find a couple more today, probably, so. Missed Friday's stream, saw the vid. Tifos! Yeah. Pretty hype, Yeah, whatever. Appreciate you, JD. I am a good guy. That was kind of a joke, but I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah, I just knew I'm no child raising expert, but when I seen a kid standing on top of a refrigerator, I knew that was where I had to step in. I knew I had to step in here. Law Gnome, appreciate you. Also, wishing me congratulations. Ooh, okay. I feel like that was a bad teleport. Where are you? Stop moving. Lightning enchant. I can't see. Or I can see he's fanaticized. Stop moving. Mana burn. Not even a crazy amount of stuff. I'm gonna go get that body back so I get some of that experience. It's not the hugest thing, but my battle orders just ran out too. Yeah, unfortunate. Thanks a lot, chat. That wasn't my fault. It was your fault. Whatever. I was just seeing there's a little spot right here that my green screen is a little too dark at the very top. Oh well. No, you're all good. I'm just joking. Not a huge deal. We'll run out there faster and then we'll pop up the fade. Get out there. Where you at, Gulzar? Come on! Man, Gulzar's a bum, bro. Where's this guy at? He's gonna stay back here? Isn't the conviction aura hitting him yet? Come on. Yeah, I'll spend the minute getting out here. Hobbit. So there's a link in the description if you want to see exactly what I'm using. This guy's YouTube channel. Or you can exclamation music and the bot will pop a link into the chat for you. Oh, I'm self-wielding the Infinity. No wonder it wouldn't no wonder I couldn't get the conviction aura going, huh? Oop, oop. Appreciate you, Sponster. Yeah. Appreciate you. Reminds you of the Quake 2 soundtrack. Interesting. Quake 2. I don't know if I played Quake 2. I remember playing the first one a lot when I was in like high school. I think. Maybe it was the second one. I don't know. Damn shockwave when I have Infinity. 3,000 per second, 4,000 per hit, 4,500. I don't know. I guess they fixed it. Wasn't there something before where there was a next hit delay? So if you use shockwave, nothing would ever hit the monsters except your shockwave. That's why because there was some next hit delay thing with it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really ever see people use it that often. But Infinity doesn't just lower minus like fire. Oh, it's got the conviction orb. It's got the minus 54 on the lightning res there, I guess. I can try it. I mean, I guess. I've never heard anybody really. I'm just seeing what it does, like, you know, damage wise here. It's got a much slower like throw speed. There's a half-second delay on it, which is, and I know I'm not throwing any other traps down, so I'm not like, I'm just seeing it. It's kind of doing a lot of damage, isn't it? I don't know. I guess I just never. We'll wing it for a while. We'll see what's up. What do y'all think? Does everyone agree with that? Using shockwave instead of the fire bombs?
Congrats on your grail fill. Keep slaying.
Bark, yo, appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 30 months of Slayin. That seems like it works pretty good, I guess. Oh! YOLO teleporting. No other opinions on the shockwave throwing, huh? All right, I'll stick with it. It feels like it's actually does kind of work pretty good. Hard to tell because when I throw them, almost everything dies before the traps even land because they throw them so high. You're all good, Mewtwo. Yeah, I mean you were the original commenter that said to use shockwave anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really seen other people using shockwave all the time, but I guess I don't see a lot of people doing like lightning trap assassin much anymore. They're all using mosaic, so. Then they go out there and attack one time, and I'm like, oh, nice! All room. Cool. Let me turn my fan on real quick. Now I'm too hot. Mewtwo, still a big Trapper fan. Pretty good, pretty solid. I like it. I also was thinking I like like button hits on YouTube. I like those a lot as well. Should I or should I not use my battle orders? Let me know in the comments. That time I actually noticed it ran out. You're all pretty proud of me, I bet. Oop. Yeah, they're all dead before I could throw it. Before I could throw the shockwebs. Second Tyraels Blaze! It's incoming. Guaranteed 100% chance that I might find a Tyraels Might today, maybe. Possibly. Fox was using a mosaic fix. So by mosaic fix, you mean that they eliminated it from the game? And it can't do players 2000 difficulty anymore? Is that what you mean? Now, Mosaic honestly just has... there's nothing redeemable about Mosaic. It just needs to be eliminated, really. Ooh, Stone of Jordan. Let's go. Oh, who would have thought? Martial art assassin finally fun. I mean, it was cool before. The thing freaking wrecks. I just did a video about it the other day where I looked into the full on the martial arts the way it is now with the different rebalancing and the whatnot and next hit delays and stuff, and the thing freaking wrecks. I didn't even have maxed out gear or nothing. I was using a bar tux as the weapon when I could have thrown on a lacerator or something or one of them other items, and it just absolutely explodes stuff. Uh-oh. Sorry, I had a sneeze jump up. Yeah, just last week I did that video. Thing's crazy. I mean, it's not as powerful as Mosaic, but no doubt. And it's not as powerful as Mosaic, and it's probably not as powerful as a Hammerden, but like, I get there's a little bit here too, and this isn't just me and you. I'm just talking in general about the D2 community. Some people's definition of viable is it as good as Hammerden? And if not, it's not viable to even play. You know? And I have a much different, and like I said, not just any one of you in chat or any, just the community as a whole, I feel this sentiment a lot. And that's not the way I view viability, you know? But a lot of people do. But yeah. Odin over hammers. Yeah, Blaze. I really do like Foe. I think Foe landed in a very good spot. It's not busted, but like, it's good. I did a video where I did like quite a bit of testing between the two Hammerden and Fist of the Heavens in the Chaos Sanctuary. And what I found is that Fist of the Heavens was better / faster clearing the Chaos Sanctuary. I know it just changed too, by the way. Foe was faster at the Chaos Sanctuary for players 1 and players 3. But when you get up to like player 7, the hammers was faster because it just outputs more damage and more like precise. Kind of hard to explain, but it just cleared the Chaos Sanctuary pretty good amount faster when you got to players 7 and 8. So City Below saying viable meaning doable but not great. And I don't know, for me, doable but not great. Yeah, I think if you can clear players 3 efficiently on single player, it's viable. To me. If it can like barely clear players 1, okay, if you want to say that's not viable, I guess so. But the difference in drop odds between P1 and P3 on single player is not even significant enough to like say that it's not viable, you know what I mean? So, I mean, but it's not like an official term. It's everyone's opinion is what's quote unquote viable. So yeah. Yeah, Blaze saying, Foe good for Andy Meth, Flare Jungle. It's good for quite a few places. Yeah. Martial art from 2 days ago? I believe so, yeah, something like that. 2, 3, 4 days ago. Maybe it was 2. If you're looking at it and it says 2, then that's when it was, yeah. My brain remembering isn't my strong suit. Schwartz saying he likes to see the metas shook up. I don't really, I guess. I like that there's builds that other people don't play, and then you can take them and blast stuff because they're like, this sucks, and then you take it and you're just like, boom, 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 boom. Look at my poison dagger necromant. No, I was joking. You know, but like, yeah, I did a drop poly video of I was a strictly charged bolt sorceress. Good to go. P7, blasting stuff down. P3, it was kind of probably more of the sweet spot for it, but you can play Frost Nova, you can play all these other builds. They're not quite as powerful as the other ones, but good. you know, so. Dark Woods. Is this something I really want to do? Let's see. Should be easy, right? I do like easy. Boazon next week? I don't like Boazon. Not viable. I'm joking. Maybe. Tree head. Is that the reason to have seasons? To like play different characters? I'm not sure that's the reason why I play them. Yeah, so I guess yes. I think the season starts for anything, whatever a person wants to do. Yeah, new start, fresh build. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really play the new seasons to be something like, oh, you're supposed to be racing to 99 to see how fast, how high on the leaderboard you can finish. Totally not for me. Just like some people would say, offline single players, is the goal for offline single player to try to find every unique item in the game? Probably not. That's what I use it for, though. Don't be a cheapskate. Let me borrow your shiny new Tyraels. Might borrow it. So if you want to use one on single player, you just got to hero edited it in. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this area. It's it's kind of spread out. If I had the sick map I had on my barbarian, that'd be cool. Where you can just like, actually this one's not bad. You can come through here. Boom, you got Treehead Woodfest. I can spam farm Treehead. Ooh. Maybe. Pack loves the single player now. Ooh. I like both. You know, I know you say JSP killed online. If you just never use JSP, then JSP won't kill online for you. A heavy spark, welcome in. DP, appreciate you. Three-head woodfist spam farming. Let's go. A misgiftedness and this mixedness. Can't read it. But yeah, I did find Tyraels Might. Yep. I did already find it. Still allowed to play Diablo 2 after finding Tyraels Might, though. That's for sure. Wait, you're allowed to play D2 after finding Tyraels Might, right? I never really asked anybody if you were allowed to. Awkward. Annie before doing Ubers on single player. You don't have to. I did not. Guess I wouldn't blame you if you did. Because I mean, you can do Nightmare Andy pretty easy, right? And then you can get your SOJ and to get a, you know, so. Oh, this guy. You definitely would get a benefit from having an Annie, so I think it's 50-50. Got the Loof, welcome in. Or Treehead just getting blasted. Maybe he shouldn't be a Treehead. He wouldn't have to worry about it. You ever think about that? Oh my gosh. I was trying to save a couple seconds here by not battle ordering up, and I don't know if that's such a good idea. He's an Ent. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Blast Spark? What's a Blast Spark? I don't remember. That's not a super unique in D2, is it? Because I feel like I would remember the name, but I don't. Gotcha, Blaze. Yeah, the reason for the season is to start fresh, but people buy stuff on JSP. It is true, but also the way I view a season personally, what other people do affects me in no way. Really. The only way that it like affects me is like when you're trying to play with other people and they're, you know, it's day 3 of ladder and they got Enigma and Heart of the Oak and Call to Arms and they're a Hammerden flying around in your game and you're like, okay, yeah, I have a flawless topaz helm and a stealth armor on still, but I guess part of that for me is because I play with so many people, you know, while I'm streaming. So they're like people who are, you know, they're usually not a ton of people that are like max gear JSPers on day 2 type of situations, I guess. So. Blast Spark is a unique item in D2R. Oh. What? I'm confused. I don't remember no unique name Blast Spark. Bill's confused. What's new, huh? I do apologize, but this might be an okay time to I gotta run the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I'll be so quick. Well, you know what? We'll show you. We'll give you a finish. Two minutes. BRB. I'm back. I'm back already. See how quick that was, everybody? No time. My apologies. Oh, there was an I missed an unidentified J-mod. Son of a biscuit. Imagine if there was a way to go back and tell what the item was that you missed or something. I guess if that was the case, you could just go back and get it, I guess, but and you're like, it actually was that or something. It'd be so devastating. Congrats on the Bilk. Appreciate you. Congrats on the Tyraels Might, you say. Appreciate you. Thanks. Here a neck memes like in llama video. Was a pretty funny thing though. I didn't. If llama did memes about me not finding Tyraels Might, I never seen him. I guess. I assume they were all in good fun or whatever. Sir Foxy, yo, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you for the congratulations. Is Chains of Honor actually best in slot for a Blizz sword? I do not use Chains of Honor. What's it got? 2 skills and like 65 all res or something. So I always use Enigma. I mean, I would want a little bit more magic find and stuff. It's got so much strength. It's got the 2 skills as well. Got damage reduction. It's, you know, Enigma's just crazy. Crazy good. So honestly, I would say Enigma. And then I feel like I heard people say on hardcore they use Fortitude for hardcore like sorceresses. Because it's got FCR, right? And then it's got a ton of defense and like some other stuff. But yeah. That's for me. So yeah, Mewtwo says 4th the new FCR meta. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what's the other thing? Does Fortitude have like chilling armor on it too or something? Is that another reason why people use it? I forget. Or not chilling armor, but I don't remember. Sir Fox says I deserve finding it. Over 2 years, it was. You must have watched the whole thing there. That it took me a year and 10 months to find every unique item, except Tyraels Might. And then it took me 2 years to find Tyraels Might. Yeah, boy. What now? I don't know. I can do whatever I want now, huh? I'm a free man. Not 100% sure in what order I'll do everything, but I'm gonna do some playthrough type stuff, maybe speedrun practice type stuff, maybe do a slight amount of variety, some old like Elder Scrolls or something, Fallout games, or maybe, you know, we'll see. Right now I'm just finishing up some runs because I'll use these for a drop highlight video. And who doesn't like magic finding, right? Tyraels Might number 2 incoming. Race to Ubers. Hard pass. Ubers, gross. Ooh, Sunder Charm. Those are pretty rare to find. 13 Fizzy. Fox, you got 20 Templars? Oh my gosh, that's way worse. That was my 13th, so 20 of them. What? I mean, the amount of time it took me to find all the ones I had. Crazy. Finally got the Sork Torch. Congrats on that pack. You don't have to do no more torch runs, huh? You got 2 Ethereal Templars too, just like I had 2 Ethereal Templars as well. But not 20 unique Sacred Armors. Oof. Best of luck. Hopefully it doesn't take too much longer for you. I can sympathize. Hardcore, all perfect Ethereal unique grill. Maybe I might. Yeah, there you go, D-Gen. Pretty much. Appreciate you, Nate. Thank you. Magic find out on this character. 266, not super high. I was almost thinking if I get some FCR or increased attack speed gloves on, throw traps faster, but yeah, well, we want the magic find. I can play freely every day. Kind of true, Mewtwo. I could go even farm places now that... It was one thing that kind of, I felt trapped in only being allowed to farm areas where Tyraels might could drop. So I could just kind of, you know, do other places. Especially, and then like taking time to play online too and stuff like that. It kind of feels sort of restricted, we'll call it. Restricted. Not that, I mean, how many other places would I want to farm, I guess, right? But you know, you just feel like, oh, Worldstone Keep's terrorized. I better go farm there, even though I like super don't want to because it's annoying to farm the Worldstone Keep. Stuff like that. Terrorized crystalline passage and stuff. Oh boy. Brandon said getting bored of farming online when there's no one else to play with. Started online or offline not that long ago. Yeah, being able to change the players count when you want to and stuff can really up the fun, you know what I mean? And you got the little things saving the maps. Maps staying the same and stuff. Single player underrated. It really is. Truly. Or the champ pack right there that I dipped out too quick. Trav makes you miss it. What do you mean Trav makes you miss a lot of drops? Just like it's not an 85 area, I mean, or Tyraels says, can't wait to find Death's Web. Best of luck, hopefully you get that quickly. That one did take me quite a while to get, kind of, sort of. You just got D-Web and Zod left, huh? Well, at least you got the Tyraels Might out of the way. Not for everybody, but that's usually the hardest one to get. So, ooh, boy, watch out for that. You always get the people that are, I found Tyraels Might on my playthrough. Shut your mouth. Not really. Jokingly, I think that to myself. Not really. Mewtwo says, a bunch of things you haven't found because you run Trav so much. Yeah, I definitely don't have that problem, that's for sure. I hate Trav. I don't like absolutely hate it, but the thing is with Trav, it's just really tough relative to, I feel anyways, the enjoyment that I get out of it. If you don't have good gear, then you're really taking a beating out there. Gotta have the high fire res, they hit you with the lightning hand, they slap you. You know, it's like World Stone Keep. Like, yeah, the density is usually pretty good, and it's 85 area. You can drop everything. People talk about it's great, but I hate it because you know, you run into souls and stuff, and you get blood mana cursed, and you get, you know. I mean, Trav's sort of the same way, huh? Where can you find a gull? Where can you find a gull? I would say probably the most consistent way to get a gull. First of all, do your Hellforge. You could get one there if you're real lucky. Your Hell difficulty Hellforge. Probably running the Countess, honestly, and cubing up 2 Ists to a gull is probably the fastest, most reliable way. And you can do that online or single player. If you're offline single player, I would blast Lower Kuros, to be honest, and cross the fingers. You might accidentally find a low and an ohm before you get your gull, but I mean, how mad could you be? You know, you pop out a burr rune on accident, like, oh man, I didn't get a gull, I got a burr on accident, you know. Not to mention, you could get 2 Ists from there and cube up to a gull, or you could just find the gull flat out, for sure. So, cubing 2 Ists to a gull feels nasty, says Axel. Well, maybe. I don't mind it, I guess. I mean, you need what you need, I guess. If you need the Ist, I guess, and you find the Ist, then you just keep the Ist. Want to make Mosaic? I kind of figured. Just remember, too, for Mosaic to work much, for Mosaic to actually work, you need to make 2 of those claws, by the way. FYI. You probably know that. Maybe you got one already or something, but I just want to make sure. Not that it literally won't work, but it won't be like everyone else's Mosaic, I should say. Yeah, who needs burr runes? Am I right? Yeah. D-Blaze knows what's up. Who needs burr runes these days? Okay, driving pack crazy. Running it for a couple hours straight. A couple hours at LK is like no time. No time. Jester, a big fan of Cast Sanctuary, says a minute ago. Nothing OP or dangerous, except for Lord Desace, really. Lord Desace get dropped on your head. Infector is a little bit. Their amount of fire damage is pretty crazy, but yeah, I get what you're saying though. You can kind of those come exactly when expecting. It's not like you come around a corner and there's a pack of souls with conviction ore and you're toast, right? It's not like that. Unless Lord Desace's group gets dropped right on your dome for no reason. That's always annoying. Hype who there said you just want a super OP character. Huh. Well, you'll get that with Mosaic, that's for sure. Definition of Mosaic. Ooh. According to this machine, which I don't trust these things at all, it says I burned 300 calories already. Can you guys tell? My jawline looking more chiseled. You know what? I think that thing's completely accurate. I think I burned over 300 calories already. I never believe those things. Super fit now. Thank you. I knew it. We run LK for 3 weeks. Every day, 3 hours minimum, yet anything higher than an IS. Had a SIR drop last month. Huh. Yeah, I'd say what I do personally, and I've done this before, I did 1,000 runs, and then I didn't get a single high rune, and I got a new map seed. I don't know if it really did change it, but then I started finding high runes, and I got like 5 high runes the next 1,000 runs, so. Trash says what? No D3 playthrough. Never gonna happen. It'll happen. Maybe it'll be coming up pretty soon. Maybe. 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 We were just talking about it earlier. I'll probably get a D3 playthrough going. You guys can laugh. Oh, look, this guy stinks at Diablo 3. Even worse than Diablo 2. Maybe some other variety stuff too, maybe. Maybe. Oh, man. Ow. So sore, it's crazy. You got 2 close fires. Yeah, that's what I had too, and I re-rolled and re-rolled. I spent about 20 minutes re-rolling maps, and I got a new map that was essentially the same. You gotta decide what's important to you. Keeping that same exact map or your sanity. I just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not running LK again until I reset the map. I don't know that this is for sure what, like, fixing it or something. There's probably nothing to it. This is probably like a rabbit's foot. It's probably superstition, but you know what? I'm doing it anyways. So I can just, you know. Sometimes I'll just switch it from player 7 to players 8 or back to player 7, you know, just to change something. I'm not saying that that's the way to to find high runes in LK, but that's, you know. Oh my gosh, look at the density over here. Oh my god, there's too many trees though. Just a little hard to see. What I'm talking about. I feel like the density wasn't this good last time I came over. Maybe it was just that first time I ran it that had low density, and now it's like great density the whole time. My experience is almost back to where it was before I died earlier. That's always promising. D3 stinks, it was for toddlers. Well, we'll find out when I try it again, huh? Literacy. Gotta get that second Tyraels. That would be legendary. I don't find Tyraels for 4 years, and then I find them on like 2 of them in the same week. I mean, I just feel like I want that to happen. If for nothing else, the YouTube clip would be great. What do I think my favorite class in D3 would be? Impossible to say, because I don't even know what they do. Like, is the D3 barb like the D4 barb, or is it like, you know, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. Transphobe. Yeah, I use this treadmill like all the time when I'm streaming. Get a little walkie walk in. Dude, 64 minutes. 2.93 miles. Just walking, so I'm not like running a bazillion though. 340 calories according to the machine, which is always right. These machines never lie and they're always right, so. D3 barb pretty cool. Oh wait, D3 barb is where spin to win came in, right? You just whirlwind non-stop perpetually, like in Diablo 4. Don't know how much I'd like that, if that's the case. I don't want to just hold down a button and just slowly spin around the map while everything just melts. Monk OP class normally? Interesting. That does sound familiar, actually. Spin to win was gas for a good bit. Does that mean it was good? I guess. Yeah, I don't know what I'll play. We'll try one day. I'll probably do like some kind of sorceress or whatever it is in the game, I guess. So. Arska said D4 barb with spin to win for... Yeah, I don't know. Does spin to win mean more than what I think it means? Doesn't it just mean like it's super powerful to use whirlwind essentially and you can just spin perpetually and it's really good? Or does it like mean more hyper specific thing than that? Fly ninjas. Appreciate you. Teleport, thank you. Demon Hunter best class solo. Is that Trash that said that? I think. Maybe we'll do Demon Hunter. Some kind of sorceress. Hey Fox, I got a question for you. Have you ever gone and looked at that Reddit post since they initially posted it about the P5 being better than P7? Because the guy made an update to it because I pointed out a mistake he made in it, and with the new calculations, he changed the percentage odds on it. Because he only calculated from cubing runes together that were Vex and higher, I believe. And then he redid the calculation with runes that were Ist and higher, and it lowered it made it so that P5 was, to get specifically Ja and Burr, was 1.5% better. But I don't know why you would only cube up personally. This is personal opinion. Personal opinion. It was 5 to 2. Gotcha, 2. Why don't people cube up runes lower than that? I'm too lazy and dumb to do the math, so I didn't calculate it out. When I run LK, I cubed up Lum and higher, personally. But I did not do the math on it. Sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I can be bothered with doing a lot of work, huh? Oh, my arms. Yeah, I'm a pretty, and everybody do what you want. I'm not, calling anybody out or picking a fight or nothing. I'm a P7 believer, personally. Personally. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Usually only mods can link in here. But yeah, I've seen the Reddit post or whatever. That's why I asked you. That's why I brought it up. I obviously know about it, so. Unless you have other things. Well, like I said, the math, he only did it from Vex and higher originally. Like, if you cube together every co and lum you found there, and every pull, and every foul and stuff, to me it just seems like that would make it faster to get than if you didn't cube those together, you know what I mean? Stirring the pot. I'm not stirring the pot. I'm trying to say what I think without trying to sound combative. Because obviously I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Of course I'm not trying to. No. Thousands of lower and mid runes? No, it wouldn't. See, now you're saying that you would only cube up the lower runes, because if you find a Sir, and then you find an Ohm, and then you find a Low, and you find a Vex, and then you find a Gull and an Ist, then you can just cube like the lower runes together, and it goes up to the next one, and then those ones all combine together to get that Sir up to a Burr when you wouldn't have had a Burr before. You see what I'm saying? But the number of them that you would need, so really just getting 2 Ko runes could be the difference between having a Sir rune now and not having a Sir rune right now. See what I'm saying? Let me see if I find something real quick. And this isn't definitive math or anything, but it's why I think what I think. Where are you? Oop. Look at that static act. Look at young Phil. Look at young Phil. I'm hunting Enigma. Look at that editing. Look at that editing. Oh my gosh. Goated.
And I'm gonna get these.
Oh, I went too far.
So I'll keep the useful skillers running here at 1,004.
Yeah, right here. Right here.
Skills.
Here's what I did.
I want to see how far along.
1,500 runs in. I want to see where I was at.
So I'm gonna cube up all these runes here.
I know you can't hear me, but you'll see what I did. Cubing them together.
I'm gonna take these Vex here.
So I ended up cubing that up. I got those Ists, those Vexes, and all those runes I had. I got a Burr and 2 Sirs out of it.
Let's see exactly how much
So
I gotta find.
I'm almost to Enigma
That Enigma.
from that page of runes I had before,
Runes over here, and those other are left. Cube up all these runes here.
which is these Ists and these Gulls and these Mals and these Pulls, these Lems and Fouls and Ko's and Lums and that I found at the thing. You see what I'm saying? But it's not just Ist to Burrs. It's Ist with the Mals and the Ums and the Pulls and the Lums coming up to the Ists along with the Gulls. You see what I'm saying? You're focusing on one rune and you're not thinking about the totality of the higher ones put into it. See what I'm saying? And that was after 1,500 runs. I had a Burr and 2 Sirs and Ohm and 5 and 7 Vexes. From I'm not sure. I'd have to listen here. I think I might have had a Sir before. So you can minus 1 Sir out of there. So I got a Burr and a Sir out of finding no Sirs or Burrs yet. You know what I'm saying? This was my running lower cross till I got Enigma. Don't worry, I died right there. Don't worry about that. And then here I am cubing up the last few things I get. I did the math exactly. I had found a lower rune at some point. I cubed the Sirs to the Burr. I cubed those up and made Enigma. So, like, that's what I did before. I never did the math, though. Sirs and Burrs make the difference. Yeah, that would be nice to find Burrs and stuff in Sirs. Like, I didn't find a lot of them here, obviously, in my video. When I did it for... How many runs? 2,100 runs? About? But yeah, that was just me. So I didn't do the math, of course. but I actually did the cubing of the runes and stuff together, and I see how they go. Is literally what happened with mine, and you don't really think of it, but I was at a point where I literally found a lum rune, and finding that lum rune caused me to be able to make infinity, or make enigma. I mean, that was the rune that made it so I could, because I cubed the 2 mouths to go up to the next one, but I had found one of the next one, and then I cubed that together to go up, you know, to a gull, and then that gull went with the next gull up to the next one, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you got a bird. So yeah, RNG beats all for sure. For sure. One thing I thought about too, and I've never heard anything going one way or the other. Do you find more like other stuff when you're on higher players counts or not? I feel like no one's ever thought about that, and I don't know that it's really that important. And the main thing is people want to make enigma, of course. But I always wondered what the discrepancy would be between players counts for like crafting materials and skillers and stuff. But I obviously am too lazy to do the work. Too lazy to do the work. Holy smokes, I'm getting pretty warm down here. All this walking. Off the different topic there, Marvin says I would love the Inferno mode in D3. Is that just like super hard, or I don't know what that is. Really, I don't know. I feel pretty good, but I'm getting real warm all of a sudden. Dry spell at 3,200 runs, no high runes. Oh my gosh, Sir Fox, that's too many. Oh my gosh, the most I did for no high runes, I did. And I was talking about this a minute ago. I forget how long ago it was because I don't remember stuff very good. I did 1,000 runs and didn't get a high rune. And then I reset my map. Just whether it really helped or not, map seed, blah, 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 this or that. I said, I don't care if it helps or not. I'm going to tell myself it helps, and I'm going to reset the map and get a new good map. And then I found a high rune within like 200 runs after that. Like 150 runs after that, I got a high rune. I was like, there we go. I don't have proof it helped, but I'm going to say it did. Let's see. Donald said he had 3 skillers, about 50 gems. RNG? Yeah, definitely RNG. I've even gotten 3 skillers in a row before. You know, doing some of my crafting videos. Like I'll have 100 perfect gems, and I've literally gotten 3 skillers in a row before. Now, if you had like 3 45 life skillers in a row or something, I'd be like, there's no way you're that lucky. OG Tyrael. I'm on board with cubing up the mid runes and stuff too, running LK. It's not everybody's consensus. I might be on the I don't see why you wouldn't if you want to find Enigma as fast as you can. Or Infinity. I don't know the logic of why you wouldn't want to cube up the mid runes. Like you just save the gems, like the chip gems and stuff while you're running and cube them up. But that's just me. My D2 was corrupted. That's not why it took so long. That's not why. I just got unlucky over and over again. And that was one of my character files got corrupted. Actually, my Windows install got corrupted, is what the big problem was with what happened to me. Oh my gosh, that was like 5 days of just stress. Like, am I going to be able to work and make money to pay my bills? Like, this is crazy. I need to make money to pay the mortgage. I'm gonna lose my house. Oh, Pax said he got a 45 life defensive for his Grand Charm. Yeah, that's all of mine are too. 45 life curses for the Necro, right? Like, Fox said he got a 19 life 5 all resort. Pretty good. and a 39p combat. Yeah, all of mine. I wonder if I got any. Ooh, I do. Look at. Well, hey, Mosaic Assassins would pay handsomely for this if I was online. 38 life martial art. I was gonna say I thought I had like. Oh yeah, 40 life traps. On single player here, I got I got a bunch of like pretty good ones nowadays. Actually, my first ever skiller I got over 40 to life was summoning for the druid. Actually, from Trav, I think. So yeah. Boy, this is. I wish this had 2 to assassin on it. 40 increase attack speed. It rolled with 2 sockets and 3. I got so much stuff. I've been playing single player so long. I have so much crazy stuff. Well, some of it crazy, I should say. Some cool stuff, we'll call it. 20 life assassin or FCR. I wonder if I still got that small charm here. Check Fox. Check this one out. Hit recovery 3 max 20 attack rating. I feel like if this was online, that'd be worth. Actually, someone looked it up. I think it was worth 2 or 3 burrs or what they traded for, maybe. But yeah, 320. Probably not exactly what people are looking for, but I mean it's pretty cool. I should have still got Tyraels Might and Mangs left. Try to find them. Best of luck. Best of luck. Ash Ketchum. Appreciate you. Sorry, I was getting a little behind there on the comments. I think I'm gonna take a break here. We're at 3 3/4 miles walking. I'm gonna go to the gym later too, so I don't know. Not that I'm like dying here, but how much do I used to get in that problem. I would walk too long and then my hips and knees would start hurting. Like, why do my hips and knees hurt? Oh, I walked for 3.5 hours. Oh, that's why. Straight. Ugh. My legs are still sore from gym like 5 days ago. What workout do I do at the gym? I'm a push-pull legs kind of guy. I just rotate through that when I can get to the gym, and then if it's ever, I don't work out for a day or two before I have my bowling league because I get so sore sometimes. So Monday and Tuesday before my Wednesday bowling league, I do cardio. I usually do a Stairmaster for like 30-40 minutes type of thing. Excuse me, sorry. Where was I here? Let me try to. Barthema said bad jewel. You said we're finding bad jewels. Fire Skiller 2 Druid Elemental in like 30 runs. Oh, I must have missed something there. Jewels have been bad. Well, it sounds like you're saying the stuff you've been finding hasn't been great, so unfortunate there. What's going on, Croaky? Any luck on Tyraels? Funny you should ask. Actually, yes, I found it like 2 days ago. It's the last video on my channel, so you can easily find it. Oh yeah, Barthman says vid up, exactly. Vid is currently up. Pathless, yo! Thank you for the fake, not real happy birthday wish. Oh, there we go. Little Umrune. No Zod or anything, but hey. I'm happy about it. Sir Fox, best of luck on the LK runs. Hopefully you get a burr per run. We'll tell you, I really hope you get a burr per run. I can't promise anything, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that you're going to get it. Every run. JD, it's nowhere near my birthday right now. Well, it is sort of near my birthday in the fact that it already has happened. It's nowhere near my birthday happening anytime again soon. Yeah, forget these guys. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I got a leap year birthday, so really, I'm only like 6 years old right now. It's on the leap year. That'd be kind of funny. People really were like that. I mean, they kind of are, but they're not really. Why was there no birthday stream? My birthday's in September, so it was, I mean, it wasn't that. It was like a few months ago. Birthday stream? I feel like I did do one, but I just didn't make a big deal about it, you know, like. I'll make a big deal about it next year. How about that? Next year I'll be 40, so I'll be a 40-year-old kid. You're a leap year, so you're really only like 6 years old right now? No, I was just joking that for the leap year, they don't really do it that way. They celebrate their birthday usually every year. Like, you know, it's like a joke that people say, you know, that they're really only like 6 when they're like 40, because, yeah. Or 10, or, you know, you get what I'm saying. Oh, hey. You get what I'm saying. JD said you see a crown on my head when it was my birthday one year. Yeah, I feel like that was like 2 or 3 years ago. Sorry, still trying to get over this cold thing a little bit. Still got a runny nose a little bit going on with this thing. Do. 6 more minutes. I think we got Flayer Jungle after this, so I was kind of sticking around for the Flayer here. Let's see. Black Angel, Act 5 Ice. So Orb Meteor, what gear should my Merc have? Also, what kind? I mean, so you're saying you're in normal difficulty, Act 5? Usually I would just go with the Cold Mercenary regardless. You know, to keep him alive a little bit more. The other ones, I feel like, don't really help you out much. So Act 2, Cold Mercenary, and try to make yourself an Insight if you can. I don't know that you'll be able to make yourself a Bulwark Runeward for your helm, but Bulwark is a pretty dang good option if you can get it. Probably not in normal difficulty, huh? So as for his gear, try to make yourself... Oh no, you can't make an Insight in normal difficulty. Yeah, your Mercenary's not going to survive, pretty much, until you get better gear, so... You can try to rock one, but he's going to die all the time, so... The biggest tip I can give to people from playing through normal when you're new is just use teleport at any time you want to. Just teleport past everything that you don't want to fight. Oh, you're in hell difficulty? Oh, gotcha. So probably Act 2 Cold Mercenary and make yourself an Insight in the best pole arm you can make it in. Like the most damage, pretty much. And if you can make yourself a Bulwark, that'll help him survive a lot. It has damage reduction and life leech on it. And for the armor, if you can, if you have a Lemrune, the 3-socketed armor, make a Treachery. So that'll be the easiest ones to get. Yeah, someone said Tails Mask. If you do have a Tails Mask, you can just use that too. But if you don't have a Tails Mask, you can try to make Treachery. Or, I mean, Bulwark. And then Treachery for the armor. Benjamin said 86 was the best year. Pretty solid. Oh, gee. Not really my birthday. It's a joke. Not really my birthday. Don't forget YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. We're at 124 likes, which is pretty solid. But you never have too many, right? Smoke budget option on armor. Yeah, I guess that's true. I always forget it is that Nephilim. I always kind of forget about the stuff before. Treachery. I think that's kind of true. One thing I kind of do a lot for super mega budget before you get stuff is I'll literally take like a 3 or 4 socketed armor and just stick like the runes in the armor to get the resistance, because you'll end up with like a 30 all res armor, and then it gets your mercenary survivability better because he'll have some resistance. You know, sometimes it could, at lower levels, it could cap out his resistances. But yeah, smoke is probably going to be a better option, of course. Or I kind of put it in a video about it that if you find Grizz armor or Natalia's armor with 3 sockets in it, because they have like they have like 80 life in them or something like that. Grizz armor has a bunch of strength in it, but it's like stuff that can help keep your mercenary alive or whatever. And then you plug the runes in there to get the resistances up. Kind of funny. But helps out. Hell Barbarian last week mentioned I struggled killing things. And any tips? Turns out I forgot to take it off P7. Oh boy, that's funny. Yeah, I've been there before, but it's still funny. I would still laugh at you for doing it, even though I do it all the time as well. Yeah. Yeah, Marvin saying treachery. Yeah, treachery for sure. Treachery for sure is pretty good. I mean, he's not gonna never ever get taken out, but it's pretty solid. Keeps them from dying all the time like they do before. Kind of want some more coffee. Yeah, well. Should you work on Call to Arms? I mean, if you can get yourself an Ohm and Instant Amal, then yeah, Call to Arms is a huge upgrade to your character. But I mean, getting an Ohm isn't that easy. But if you can get one, I don't know if you're playing online or single player or this or that or blah blah blah. But yeah, Call to Arms is primo. Let's see here. Oh, where am I going? What am I doing? Wait, isn't there? Yeah, here we go. I was confused at. I don't know what I was doing there. I mention this all the time, so you probably heard me say it before, a lot of you, but this sounds so much like that one battle song in Final Fantasy VII. Like when you fight that giant wall. And I think maybe at the end of the game, too, when you fight Sephiroth, right? I think they use the same one. Biv said the other years that the 22 Nights of Terror always started on the 13th. It is weird that there's been no announcement about it. Like, are they just going to stealth drop it or something? Like, pretty crazy. They're just not going to say nothing and just... Or maybe they're like, too many people are playing D2. We need them to get over to D4. We need to stop doing that 22 Nights of Terror thing. What if they announce pretty soon? They're like, coming soon to Diablo 4, 22 Nights of Terror. Because it's like so popular on D2R that they like hijack it. The Airbus Boss. Yeah, I guess I don't remember that one. In my memory, from last time I played it, which was not recently, there was some wall, like a giant wall with a dragon head that came out of it that you fought. That's the first time I remember it, but definitely not saying that I'm right and you're wrong or yet. That's just what I remember. Speaking of Talos Mask. Man. Oof. Amped up. Battle orders ran out. Setting myself up for some trouble here. Blitzball game that started in Final Fantasy X. Mick Savagery says. Yeah, I didn't really play 10 a whole lot. I played right up until that Blitzball stuff started happening. And I was like, okay. I can't play this game anymore. It's too bad. I know a lot of people love Final Fantasy X, so pretty controversial take, but I could not stand Final Fantasy X. It was just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. I was like, man, this is rough. I want to like fight, like I want to do battles, you know. Do I ever use Death Sentry? Yeah, I do all the time. I throw down those and I throw one Death Sentry. Boom. So yeah, I throw 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one Death Sentry real quick. Lawn Gnome said Final Fantasy X was his favorite game. Sorry to hear that. Sorry you've never played a good game before. No, I'm joking. You've only played one game in your entire life? That's crazy. That's the only way that could be your favorite game. Just no. I know a lot of people love Final Fantasy X. I do not. Do not. So. Woo! Yeah, you just probably didn't see it because I just like hit one real quick usually. Every once in a while, if there's a bunch of dead bodies around and a guy's immune to lightning, I'll just like hit a bunch of them around in a circle and I'll boom, 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 boom. But that's only once in a while because I don't even see if they're immune to lightning anymore because I break it and whatnot, you know. Hey. Is treachery stronger than fortitude? No, I would not use treachery over fortitude personally. You have an ohm but no ist. Well, hey, got the hard part out of the way. If you need an ist rune, try to make call to arms. You just got that's a quick trip to the Countess. Quick trip to the Countess. Oh, I never did the Giddibijin. Over here, right? Oh! Thank you, Phil, coming to farm the Giddibijin. And he gets himself an Ohm rune. I haven't had a high rune in a minute, too, so hey. Ohm counts. Player pays off. Nice. Cool. Where's the Giddibijin at? Doesn't it glitch some? Oh, he's right here. That was a different pack, I guess. How about that? Right? Is this the guy? No, it's not. Maybe I did it already. I did not. It's glitched, I guess. I forget what people told me. There was sometimes it could get glitched to where you'd have to make a new game, but I don't remember why. Anyone remember why? Literacy saying CTA for the assassin, not enough buttons on the console. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't use half the skills on the assassin, to be honest. Everyone's like, oh, use Cloak of Shadows and Mind Blast and this and that and Call to Arms, Battle Order Up, and you throw 2 different traps and teleport, and I'm like, guys, 8 hotkeys is all I'm doing. I'm not switching my key layout, my keybind system, so that I can accommodate 14 keybinds. All right. Yeah, so I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Let's go right here. Rockin' Griffins. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's working out pretty good. Pretty much the best gear essentially that you can get. I mean, technically, you're probably better off with like 2 trap claws that are rare or magic with like 2 open sockets and 2 5/5 facets in them, but those are like obscene to get. So. Or like 1 trap claw with like a jeweler's monarch of deflecting with 4 facets in it or something. I ain't about that life though. Let's go get rid of one of those. Got the flare waypoint. Let's go. Crash said you jailbroke and modded your son's PS3 yesterday. Only got Pro Skater 2 for about 2 hours. Man, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was the GOAT. Love that game. Like, Pro Skater 1 was awesome, but then 2 was just like such a massive upgrade to the first one even. Just crazy. Whoopsie. Blueprint for a solo run in Arc. Maybe that's maybe Rico, maybe your comments for somebody else. I don't know what this arc grade is personally. If you beat Act 3 before you did Gibbon, it will glitch. I think that was it. Interesting. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. There's a way to still go and get it right now, but I don't know. Maybe I'll the next game I'll jump into the game and I'll just go straight to it and see if that does it. Maybe it'll just be fine. I don't know. We'll find out though. Oh, dang it. I just realized I had it on top chat instead of live chat this whole time. Hopefully I wasn't missing people's comments. Man, I hate that thing. Jeez. The game with RNG, random loot, you say? Yeah, I guess you did say something about it earlier. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, personally, I don't have time to learn a bunch of new games, so hard for me to take a bunch of time learning games when I have to make videos and stuff. Oh yeah, Croaky, yeah. I was just getting off the walking pad, yeah. What?
Make sure to smash the like button or you won't find TM.
Varthimus, yo! That's huge, dude. Thank you so much for the $50 Super chat. Ooh. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh. That's huge. Huge. Run out of room here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you so much for the generosity. My man. Oh, he's saying nobody else will find one unless they hit the like button. So that makes sense. I think that's a fact too. I think that's scientifically proven. So it's scientifically proven that if you don't hit the like button on this specific stream today, right now, that you're not going to find Tyraels Might. So. All right, let's go straight to. It's right over here. So. We're just gonna go straight to it and see if I can go get my one rare ring. Totally worth the time, by the way. We gotta find, where does he spawn up at? There it is. Yeah, there's something about, I don't remember what though. I think it's something like if you access any quest past this quest or something, then and you come back and do this, then it won't work in that game or something. Something like that. Oh wait, did he just get thrown on the ground? Oh. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah, literacy definitely rips for sure. This trapper definitely rips. I don't like this waypoint, how it's like in the middle of the player jungle though. Because then like which way do you go, right? What did Galback say about the Grail finish? She wasn't too impressed. Shocker. She was a little impressed. I mean, what'd you say? Ooh, this is the man I married. Come here, big boy. Like, you know, that's what, like, you know what? What was she supposed to say? Then congratulations. Caribou Jones. Appreciate you. Yeah, having a good day. Found Tyraels Might. All true stories. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what popped into her head. I don't know. I don't know. I think you guys overestimate how much I talk about Diablo 2 in my regular life. Like I don't go out, like I don't go see my parents or something, or you know, go to family Christmas and like, hey, guess what, everybody? I found Tyraels Might. You know, like that. Not how it goes. For the most part, anyone in my family says, yeah, I might hop in and hit the like button, but I don't watch because it kind of sounds like you're talking a different language. And I'm like, oh, okay. Tyraels, I found Tyraels Might merch? Maybe. You don't sit down at dinner with your wife and kids and talk about the stats on grief? Hardly ever. That hardly ever comes up, right? Found Arachnid's mesh today. Ethereal. I know, right? My daughter's like, "Oh, Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had such a bad day." I found another Ethereal Templars, and they're like, "Ooh, you want me to make you a cup of hot chocolate and make you feel better?" Congrats for your brother, Bib? I can't tell if that's a joke or serious. Is he addicted to Diablo 2 Holy Grailing or something? Can't tell. Tyraels Might jacket, tailor-made for Christmas. Oh boy. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, I forgot already. Came over here. When the roof getting fixed. I had the roof redone a long time ago now. I had the roof redone like months ago. Probably 3 months ago. Oh, I got you. I got you, Biff. I kind of figured, but I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure. Have a replica Tyraels Might made. Sounds like a lot of money. Elax, what do you mean I didn't? Didn't find Tyraels Might or didn't? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, no, Varthmus. I ended up, I got 4 companies who quote me on the roof. 3 of the companies were like almost 20 grand, and then there was another company that was like many thousands dollars cheaper than the other ones, and I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna go with that one, I guess. Like, how am I supposed to tell what company is actually better or worse? But like, I'm not paying $10,000 more to get just to get shingles redone on my house. Not $10,000, $10,000 more to get the other one of these other 3 companies to do it. So I'll pay these guys. Okay, now I'm cold again. Ugh. 320. Overestimate and pocket the rest. So you're saying that they were like telling me a price that was more than what their company actually took, and then the guy doing the quote would just pocket the money? I mean, 2 of the quotes were actually done by the guy that owned the company. So for 2 of the companies, they're just like small roofing companies, and like, or it was like the brother of the guy that actually, the one that I took was actually the guy doing the quote was the brother of the guy who started the company. And actually the most expensive one, the actual owner came out to quote the place. Actually, 2 of the other ones were the owner, and then yeah. So I guess he pockets everything over what they pay, huh? That's kind of how it works. Joys of home ownership. I know, right? What? Why is there no monsters anywhere? Come on. Yeah, it's like okay sometimes, and then it's really terrible. Like super terrible other times. Like, there's a lot of times I wish I didn't own a house and I just rented. Or, like, had a condo or something. Kind of really wish I had a condo sometimes, really. Like, a lot of times, actually. Just pay, like, $100 a month, and then you never have to worry about cutting the grass or plowing snow, or you don't have to... Well, it's more than that, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Croaky. Mine was similar numbers to that. Yep, exactly. It's like, how is this one $10,000 different than the like? How is this? Like, how good are you putting the shingles on that is $10,000 better? It's double better than what everybody else is putting the shingles on as. Like, don't get it. Insurance, yeah, I didn't have insurance paying for it. I didn't have, like, my roof wasn't destroyed or something with an insurance claim. It was just the roof was really old. The roof was just like a bazillion years old, and it was like all the rocks were gone, and you could see the mesh, like even the tar was like gone, so you could see the mesh sticking through on like 25% of the total surface area of my roof. I was like, I want to get this changed before this does cause a problem. So you got a tornado on your Ring doorbell? Was it your Ring doorbell or was it somebody else's? Like you just got a video of a tornado, like, look, see? Literacy says better than lining a landlord's pocket. Yeah, I suppose that is true. That's the thing that, because even though like half the mortgage goes towards interest, like at least not all of it does. This sucker will not stop running. LJD, appreciate you, and Zoltan as well. Thank you. City Below has a condo, love it. Never have to cut the grass, shovel the snow, like kind of like I said. Yeah, you don't have to clean the gutters. You don't have to, worry about getting your shingles replaced, or let's see if there's anything that happens outside of your unit. You don't have to like immediately pay for it, right? Like obviously you pay homeowners association or whatever that covers stuff like that and whatnot, but I don't know how much you pay homeowners association depending on where you're at. I've heard some crazy ones where they're like $1,500 a month HOA fee, but Yeah, it's kind of both those type. It runs and runs until my nose is plugged up, and yeah. Pay down principal, like putting it in a savings account. Yeah, I mean, kinda. I'm not on the whole pay down your mortgage sooner type of guy. Like when your interest rate, my interest rate is like 2.625 or something like that. So like, I would much rather just not pay down interest and rather put it in like, I don't know, S&P 500 or something. Even a savings account, like saving 2.625 interest rather than a savings account that gives me 3.5 or 4% interest. I just do that. I think my savings account rates now are at 3.5. The interest rates have been dropping, but yeah. Oh yeah, Croaky says he'd rent if he didn't have that good mortgage rate. Yeah, same here, same here. We got about the same, it sounds like. Abracadabra. I don't know, abracadabra? Dabra? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But yes, I did. Holy Grail completed. Finally, after a bazillion years. Not literally a bazillion, but like essentially 1 bazillion. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Saint Joshua, what is that supposed to mean? I don't know what that first word means. Which part of the world do people play D2 the most? I feel like it's probably like South Korea or something. Don't really know though. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the 22 Nights of Terror, so... apparently some people looked into it, and they looked up the other year's post about it, and by now they've always made a post about it. But for some reason this year they have not, so... I don't know what's going on. OG Daryl said, thinks it's Japan. So... I got some spray stuff that I use here, but... Yeah, I don't know. I've just been like kind of sick for a long time. Just won't go away. Don't know what's going on. Don't know. What are we looking at here? So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to call her a day on the stream. He hopped in here earlier, so we'll send a raid over to Sir Fox, the legend. We'll send a Twitch over to Sir Fox. YouTube, you can do an unofficial raid over to Sir Fox. How about that? I always wondered, I wanted to always set up the whole, like, what's it called? The YouTube thing, but I don't know. Never see anyone do it, so I don't know if it's hard to do or not. But anyways, with that being said, I'm hopping off. Peace out, everybody. And keep slaying. Ooh. Right after the raid sets up. 10 seconds. I forgot the way the raid went. So now the raid's setting up to go. But anyways, now there's 1 second. So peace out and keep slaying. Ooh.